Hello, another battle. We're about to start here in like 20 seconds. It's a match between Steelaxe Ultimate and Steelaxe Prime. There should be timestamps here, so I know when this is. Props for Anti to making it today when out of the weather. Yeah, he has some ear infection. But he's still playing anyway. So hopefully that doesn't impact performance. Unfreeze players, match is on. So we have here on South Steelaxe Prime with anti-elites, Pit and Macros. Oh, there's gears on the ground. On North we have Steelaxe Ultimate with Thui, Xenocyber and Phoenix. So they are opting to just chomp them stone at the ore patches and get up the Burner City right away, I think. South is doing similar, but they have Macros checking stuff out here. Were there any turrets? Yeah, there are 3 turrets there in the northwest. Okay, good. And there's one more there. So there's 4 turrets on the map. No, 5 even. So they're not turretless, at least. Pitta, Dids, and Fish on north. What else do I have here now? So we have 2 lakes. That means there's a choke point here. There's room to build on the other side. Over there. Yeah, there's lots of room. Another cold rock. But the trees are annoying. More normal rocks. This forest. And the biters will come through here one by one. Oh dear. No one has checked the left side yet. But there's no resources there, so if you want to build like out here, I guess. Or, I don't know, something close down here. We'll see what they do. It's a difficult choice. Actually, I'm not sure what is best. So we'll see what they do. For North, Burner City is up with 6 miners on iron, 2 on coal, and 3 on stone. South has just 3 on iron for now, but they have more on coal. They should have... Oh, wow. Macros is chopping down here. Is it going to explore, or what is it doing? Why would you spend time on this right now? I'm confused. Put up some ammo in the turret there that they moved from the eastern position. So they have a little pillbox there now. Antilates is expanding the iron miners. Peter's picking up some more turrets, I think. What's going on north? Thui and Phoenix are expanding the Burner City. And Xenocyber is doing some defense, picking up some walls. I guess yeah, they picked up everything down here. And I guess they'll get that as well. Thui finding more rocks. First attack should be coming in soon. So let's use the cheat thing here. So I can see this debug mode because I'm an admin here. The other spectators don't see this, the teams don't see this. So this is like exclusive material to see this thing. And it shows that the biters go for players. They were over there earlier and some there. And it also means shows that the first biter groups have arrived here. Hello, random dude. So the first like 6 biters are coming in here on north. But since they put the gun turrets there in the pillbox, they're totally fine. So how far have they come? They have a double stone setup. They are expanding the iron even more. Even put the first one on copper. So other people seem to praise this. That you do one quick on copper, just so you can get the first lab up, first power up quicker. And get automation tech going. I feel like it's better worth to put more iron up in the beginning and stone, so you can handcraft more iron miners. I think it's worth a trade-off just to get up the research like 2 minutes later, just so you have more supplies to build with after that. So had I played, I would have expanded the iron burner miners before putting down anything on copper at all. But that's just me. So they're setting up a third thing on stone. So that's a lot. That's a lot of stone furnaces and burner miners you can build with that. South, they have 2 for now. They also do the early copper. Oh well, they're doing very similar stuff. So we are... why don't I have a timer for this? I think we started like 6 minutes in. Ish. So we've just been going for 3-4 minutes. What's this? 14 on coal? Something similar on Team North. Yeah, look, yeah, see, Xenosaur is setting up power poles already. So the rocket silo has been damaged somehow. One biter got through. How did that happen? Did they manage to sneak by? No, they can't be. They must have been aggroed by the turret there. So that was probably the first attack? I don't know. Ah, so they're opting to set up a power plant there, going westward. Okay. Or just small one temporary. They're expanding stuff. They so this team, Steelaxe Ultimate, they lost versus Comfy last week, the team I play on. It felt like they were a little rusty, and I think that they have like addressed all those issues now. So they're probably on like the top of the game right now. They don't want to make the same mistakes again as they did last time. So they're really going for it here. And they have good patches. There's not a mixed patch that will slow it down with Burn City on the mixed patch. So they have a good pace here. They do have a lot more burner miners on iron than Team South does. But on the other hand, most of them are not working because they don't have enough coal. So yeah, trade-off. But if they could fill up those, they would produce more iron. South is researching automation, is almost done. Let's see here. Is this working? I guess it is. It's sort of scary that they came from the left there. What's that about? I think they targeted Pitta when he was there. That's what happened there. But why did he get that? I'm still not sure why he spent that time. Tui being dropped? Okay, no, he's back. So I am managing this tournament, and I have no idea what I can do about this. Yeah, look at this. So the servers that this machine is running this tournament. It's running one server with 3 players and one server with 0 players. So there's no reason it should be lagging. I can't do anything about it, I think. I did try to put it on a different server, but that didn't work. Seems like it's working-ish okay now? I don't know. Yeah, everyone froze, like, for a while. pause and discuss the other server? What do you mean? I like... Working fine here? No? Not? Okay, it was 17 ticks, now down to 8. I don't know. 15? Okay, it's not perfect. Seems to go up and down. But hey, at least it is fair for both teams. Right, I can close one server, the one with no players on. It's called Die World? I don't know. Server 6, stop. But the one does actually have players on, so... Oh well. Oh well. We'll see, we'll see. So, north here. They have not enough coal in their copper. But they have 2 sign setups. They don't have enough coal in the stone either. 17 ticks. What does this say? Nothing special. They automated coal for power. Okay, okay. South, they actually caught up with the Burn City. They're expanding electric mining drills on iron now. Alright, so they're very similar at this point. Yeah, everything is the same pretty much. Research-wise, North, going for military, they have 3 of the 4... Oh, they actually have green science researched. But they're doing the early stuff, while South has pretty much the same. So, yeah, they have decent progress here with 6 labs. They just need some more coal in there. Ah, cool. So Team North is doing the smelter just above the silo. So they try to avoid the big forest there. And they're not going out there either. South is choosing to go into the forest with their smelter line. So keep in mind, North is going horizontal here. South is going vertical. And like, where are you going to build with this? You're going to bring stuff back up and build... I don't know. It seems like the quick, easy solution. What's this for? That's iron. Oh god, are they going to bring it all the way down here and build down here? Ooh, what a decision. Somehow I feel like... Yeah, it works. But the amount of time it takes to bring these resources down here and the amount of extra belts you need, you're gonna be like a couple of minutes behind for sure compared to Team North, which is just putting up right here. So Anthelites is now removing this thing. Wow. So that was a decision made on the fly there. Okay. Okay. Well, the positive part with defending down here is that you can be close to where the biters are attacking you. This bad part is if they attack around, if they bypass you. So I don't know about this decision from Pitta to do this, or Macros. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this call, there's enough room here to build and have a couple smelters just to get the start going. So I feel like North has an edge here at this moment. They are researching military 2 on North with the standard setup here. They need just a little more power there, I think. Wait, what? They're taking coal before the power plants? Doesn't this mean that the power plants will run out of coal? We will see. They're probably going to expand it soon. So they set up some personal assemblies there. They have the half belt of iron up. And they have the okay copper for now. They're going to expand with the full iron belt very soon, I think. North is in good shape. South, they have everything automated here, but except for copper. But they're dragging it all the way down here. And there's no pillbox here either. So I think this was a bad call, but we'll see how it turns out. If they have military, they can defend with machine guns. So, I mean, you don't really need gun turrets. But of course it's easier, especially once they get grenades, and you can clear easily anything that comes. So they did set up one pillbox. Yeah, you see here, the groups are actually gathering here. That's how far south is to those nests. Where are these guys going? Okay, yeah. So what's going on? There's another big forest just before the nest area. Is that a lake? That's a lake because things are moving there. There's fish. But this means like pretty much everything will attack just through here. So setting up some defenses right here will block pretty much everything. It is funny though that they're just like bypassing everything here. I'm gonna assume that in the next wave they will actually target the closest player, which is Anti-Elites, but I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Does he have coal? There's no coal here. There's some coal. Okay, he's alright. So he has iron, half a belt going for him here. So Anti-Elites, if he has copper, he can just start building. So he's fine. This pillbox still has some ammo, but it's gonna run out, I think. No, it has enough of that. May have called that too early. Okay, there's one left. Oh well. So what are they doing? Yeah, they're doing the same research thing, but they only have 3 labs. They're doing flamethrower rush. Okay. Have they found oil? No, there's no oil. Huh. Pita grenaded 1 biter. Okay. Meanwhile, North. Their half was up earlier, and now the second half is up. As in a full belt of iron. So they have lots of iron to work with there. Xenocybex is expanding the power. Their research is coming along. So they have grenades on North as well. We saw Pita use them on South. But North has grenades as well. And they have the heavy armor coming up. So after this, you need some basic research like stone walls, if you haven't done that. And then you pretty much go for strong explosives, in my opinion, because it's easy to defend against mediums if you have strong explosives. They chose to do military science pack first because it's quick. And they might actually do it as well because there's a big stone patch. You have ish enough coal, so yeah. Okay, they canceled military and went Steelaxe and electronics for fast inserters before that. Okay. Automated pipes. Interesting. The lag is really bad, is it? Which lag? The stream lag or the server lag? What do you mean, Sicky? This turret is out of ammo. Pita sees it though. Gonna rush there to save it. You get sort of worried when you see players just stuck like this. When they stop at the same time, I don't know what we can do. That is lag. 23 ticks? What the hell? I'm gonna see if I can get... I'm gonna ask Gorkis and see if he finds something out. We'll see what he says. I've asked him. So, what is South doing? With the first half iron, they're doing some red and green science research, and they, as we saw earlier, wanted to rush flamethrowers. But what is this thing? This puts everything on the same belt. Interesting. So there's belts. There's oh, the inserter's up here. Okay, yeah. I think we saw something similar in another match. Oh, power. Pitta's... No, Macros is fixing it, I think. But yeah, this is everything on the same belt. You get research, you get some buffered up different things, like inserters, belts, gears, iron, copper. Just like a big mix of everything. They're also getting some extra ammo here, which is needed for the pillboxes. Pitta is automating coal there. Okay. Antalit is up here again, getting more resources and copper, I would assume. Because I don't think he had too much copper. He had some. Okay. So Pitta is setting up another smelter, and this I would assume would be steel. 32 tick latency, what the hell? Oh, this is out of ammo. Yeah, one grenade just clears it. No response from Gorkis yet. So, north, they have half copper automated as well. They're making lots of green circuits and buffering them up. Yeah, they're lagging badly. Weren't all previous matches here on insane? No, that's just the fun matches. The tournament match is on hard. So they are setting up stone smelting now. And that will be for military science. So this is another thing. Why? That has to be a mistake. Those shouldn't be on the same. It's not a mistake. This is what they are doing. So they're also doing red and green science on the same belt. That's interesting strategies. I mean, it's quick to set up these inserters, but how quick is it to set up? I don't know. Do you think we must see some hand flamethrowers to clear the forests? Oh, we've never used hand flamethrowers ever, but it's a big forest. I don't know. This thing is out of ammo again. But this pillbox sort of needs reinforcements. One turret is not really enough anymore to safely clear this. How are the research progressing? South, working on engines. Yeah, they're really going for flamethrowers. So no early pressure whatsoever. They're just going for flamethrowers. That's what they're doing. And north, their research pretty much stopped because they ran out of copper in here. I would assume they would feed some of this. Maybe not. I really thought that north here, making the decision to build close to the silo, instead of like on the other side of the forest, which is extremely far away, would mean that they would have some early pressure up on Team South. But no, they chose to just to research with this. I mean, maybe they'll feed some extra, but their main focus here is research. The assembly machines are working. Oh, that's a lot of labs. Wow. But the same thing, everything on the same belt. Ah, that's so funny. Yeah, so one gun turret, not enough anymore. Oh, it looks like Red Label is gonna ask the 2 players on the other server to like get out of there so they can close that server. That's my guess anyway. I don't know Red Label. Hello, by the way. I don't know. There's 2 players on. There was another server, but I closed that one, server 6. So server 5 is the only one still up on that. And I don't know how much difference it makes. I mean, there's 12 people here, and 2 players on that one. I don't see it making a bigger difference. Because any latency issues here, I don't think are server related. I think it's internet related. I don't know. I tried to start the server on server 10 or something, or 9, but it wouldn't let us join, so I don't know. So I had to redo it on server 7. Which, this is the exact same machine server 7, we've used for like the whole tournament. So no differences there. They're really not concerned with their copper here. There's no coal whatsoever in it. So why are they... Okay, they're refilling it. they have like this row going all the way down here. This is so far, so much belts. Dungeon stopped, was empty anyway. Oh, server 1, but who cares about server 1? That's on another machine, Red Label. As far as I know, anyway. And you just said it, I think. But why is there no feeding going on? North has fed 26 green, 62 red. South really needs something down here. Because 1 turret pillbox is not enough. Oh, 2 got through. Still no ammo there. That's gonna be annoying. What if these 2 manage to sneak by and attack the silo while no one sees it? Oh, that would be a disaster. But yeah, they're just ticking up. What are these guys missing? That's missing gears, and this is missing inserters. So it is working. It is. It's coming along. They're having walls here as well. Oh god, the belts. So they actually set up the belt and the smelter for the walls before they set up the first miners. I don't know about that. Is Macros gonna expand? Set up? Yeah, he's lagging still. Set up the yeah, the stone there. So north. Oh, big group running past by here. Another group running by. Are they defending this? Do they see it? What's going on north? Nothing. These two pillboxes clear everything. Only 9 ammo. They have grenades automated and they're buffering up. Macros is going to defend here. But yeah, he's getting some lag. 1 grenade took care of that. Okay, yeah, that'll be alright. Was that lag again? Probably. Yeah, it's gonna be so hard, this. So, the one thing that they got going for themselves is that no one is rushing anything, it seems. They both have lots of labs, and they're both just ticking up. They have oil processing almost research on south. They're going for engines on north. There is actually oil here. So yeah, they can get flamethrowers up. They can defend easily once they get flamethrowers. And then I don't think it matters so much if they have lag. Because lag is like mostly an issue when you're grenading. Like waves of incoming biters. Yeah, this is ammo now. But that's a lot of small biters for 2 poor gun turrets to take care of. So yeah, they would just throw 2 grenades. And the gun turrets can handle the rest. Research is still coming along here. It looks like they might need some more copper. No, coal, I mean. Coal. For the grenades. But they have 36 grenades buffered. They have the first military coming in. Nothing produced yet, but 2 of them are working. And they're getting... yeah, red ammo as well for it. So this is just a small military build for research. Nothing to feed, I think. They finished their research, so okay. These are some confusing strategies they're doing. But they did manage to squeeze this in here somehow. Like, it starts right by the lake. It's a full smelter and a full build, and then stops right by the lake. So they really managed to squeeze it in. That's impressive. This is also impressive though. Just like the distance you have to belt this. So south has walls. They have research. They're almost done with all processing still. The timer, 38 minutes, so we're like 33 minutes in-ish. We're half an hour in now. So it's about at this point that teams usually start to feed something. But now that these teams are so defensive, they are putting like everything into research. We haven't really seen much offense yet. North is just feeding some like leftover green signs, and that's pretty much it. But that won't really make or break this game, so they're gonna be alright here on south. They are making engines. They have that automated now. And this is basically a flamethrower build. So this whole thing will just make flamethrowers, I think. So they're gonna remake this one into flamethrowers. And that's gonna mass produce flamethrowers. Someone will head off here and get that oil soon, I think. And then they will set up a wall down here. And since they have no medium biters yet, pillboxes with gun turrets defend fine. So that's alright. North, Xenozybra is exploring for oil, I guess. So they haven't actually found the oil that South sees. Ooh. Phoenix is grenading some trees to... I've seen as I was heading out there. Phoenix is grenading trees to get some more room to build on, I guess. They might actually decide to build northwards now. I don't know. They can't really fit in any more lanes here. Are they just working on defense there? I don't know. I feel like Xenocyber is out looking for fish for oil, but he hasn't found it. And yeah, Clowntown pigs out that it's there. Wow, the amount of labs here. That's more than the assembly machines can handle. They have no military yet though, so no flamethrowers. Oh, wait. There was 4 here. 5, 6 maybe? Okay, yeah, they have this. The box-fed, 2 assembly machine, military science. Just going on to the same belt as everything else. And that works. That's gonna be enough for flamethrowers, which is what they want. Where's everyone? They have no radar down here. I'm triggered. I can't see this. Alright, Antlids went up to get up some stone for furnaces. They have power. They have, the iron. They have the copper. They have the coal. They have what they need. The defenses are a bit short though. So Pitta's going down there is gonna have to clear some biters. They should reinforce the pillbox, I think. Yeah, 2 grenades, kills everything. And the 3rd one just for good measure there. But everything on the same belt. I mean, it works, obviously. I would never do that. They're watching Rain's Brave New World. Oh no! I intentionally didn't watch yesterday because I was 3 hours behind, and now I'm like 7 hours behind on that. Ugh. I need to catch up on that. Because Brave New World C-Block is like the best thing ever. A lot of manual effort to pick everything up from the transport belt. Now you have everything in the chests here. Of course, then you can put back whatever you don't want, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it works. It works. Flamethrower is halfway researched on South. And they just swap this thing to flamethrowers, and boom, flamethrowers. But they should actually go get that oil by now. They have no pipes. No pipes automated that I can see. They have lots of personal gear assemblers. They're picking up the burner city to place down more iron miners. So they want a second... ooh, interesting. They want a second line of iron out of this patch. The biters are doing stuff. Pilla's going there, and 2 grenades. Okay, 3 grenades. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Oh. Ah. Okay, yeah, they have found it. Ooh, what? This lake! Oh my god. Nothing is gonna come on the left side of that, I guess. It would be so cool if it went all the way, but I don't think it does. So they've spotted pretty much the same things. They're getting oil. We are looking at a long game here. Is the lag alright now? Yeah, it's going up and down. Gurkit says there's little to no load on the server. Yeah. Yeah, it's not server related, this lag. Ooh, the research here on North. They're researching lab research speed now. Wow. So they really want to rush to blue science, I guess. But they don't have enough red and green flasks for this. I don't know. And before stronger explosives? But they do have flamethrowers researched. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Xenocyber is grenading trees here to set up a flamethrower wall. I'm wondering though, how wide do they have to have this wall? Like just by building the wall means that biters sort of go around it. Hello Nephrons, they're going for rockets on both teams. Yeah, why not? Why not? Like, why would you need to send on the other team? Early pressure? No, 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 no. We go for rockets. That's what wins the game. Right? Exactly. Macro setting up a wall even further down. I feel like if you're this far south, if you're already like this far in front, you might as well commit all the way and defend down here so you can secure this copper and this iron. It's like, there's no reason to have this outside. Is Clown pointing this out too? The nests begin there, so you could put a wall up here. So, yeah. Maybe they just want to have an extra layer. Wait, there's an opposite team? We thought this was like a co-op versus a biter scenario. It's like it's only you three versus biters. Flamethrowers up. Trees are burning. I mean biters as well, but mostly trees. That's the main enemy. So it's a good thing that trees are burning. I think Jack agrees with me. So, flamethrowers on south. North have their flamethrowers automated as well. So they have it too. Pitta queuing up for blue signs. So this is gonna be a longer game. Both teams are somehow going to try to outscale the opponent. Like, build more of higher tier sizes than the other team and have more and better defense. The question is, who will actually manage? And if we look here, like, there's not a lot of resources in the starting area. There is extra iron on the left side and copper, but there's no coal there. Like, what resources do you get and where do you place them? There's only mixed patches, and like most teams don't really like that because their mixed patches are mostly useful for military science. And if you're going really late game, like you already have flamethrowers up, you don't really want to spam military science at this point. You want to go up for something with oil. Of course, if you only have 253% oil, then maybe military science is a good idea. Because you need something. You need to build up something to pressure the other team. Right, Phoenix fed 115 military. But seeing that South already has flamethrowers, it's not really going to have a big impact. But of course, the wall needs to be maintained. If you don't go there and replace the walls, they will break through, so... This is exactly what I do. 2 undergrounds, then drag it down a bit. Yeah. And then the late game defense would be like lots of laser turrets here as well. Which we know that Steelaxe teams have tried different tactics with what would call distortion. What are they called? Disrupt. Discharge. Discharge defense. Okay, yeah. They've tried that. Worked perfectly. I was very impressed to see that. And of course, the poison capsules works as well. So, with landmines. So there's several different ways to actually defend against behemoths. So just because someone reaches 90% Evo doesn't mean the game necessarily is over. So you can defend. You can defend. Terry's out here grenading stuff while bringing up oil to automate it for flamethrowers. Do they figure that they need resources here? Or why are they building this up here? Might be, might be. That's a radar, right? Yeah. Do they have a storage tank here somewhere? To buffer up the oil? Not sure. Not sure. Not that there's too much oil to be buffered up. South does have that. Let's see. Yeah, flamethrowers. Yep, yep. Everything's fine. They are not pathing around yet. Ooh, the lake. It does go all the way down. Oh my god. Thank you for pointing that out. That is amazing. Everything on this side is safe. So, yeah. Start the flamethrower wall here and go east. And you're fine. You will never be attacked on the other side. Maybe if you landfill to get over there. I don't know. Xenozyber found more oil. 800% really far away. Theory opting to defend here. I don't like that. But it's easy for us to, like, watching to see this. Because, like, everything attacking is coming straight in here. So either put this up here. And if it's not coming through here, it's going from around the left side here. And then this will miss that anyway. Because that will probably go, like, down here somewhere. So, yeah, I don't know. It's difficult to decide. Ooh, there's no oil? Oh, this is an underground pipe. Okay. Okay. Yeah. He's getting it sorted out. But yeah, which team will go for bots early? And actually manage to utilize bots at a good rate? We know that south here has... they have room to build. They just clear forests and they have like endless amounts of room. North, they can't really expand this because they're so... yeah, blocked in here. But on the other hand, they don't need to expand this much more. They can build elsewhere. There's no coal here. Okay, up there is one coal. Where's Xenozyber going? Looking for coal? I don't know. If you want to explore, I'd sort of say research car. I mean, you need logistics too for it, but like, if you have to go that far out, it might be worth just getting a car. Okay, so he's gonna expand the... yeah, so this is the power for that oil. No? Phoenix is... I'm guessing Phoenix got more pipes. So he will continue the pipes on the way back, but why not connect power? So that thing starts working, so you buffer up the oil. Because South has no extra oil yet, so they're nowhere near blue signs. They're researching to blue signs, but they don't have oil for it. They put a burner city on the iron patch. Wow, yeah, so they picked up all this, most of it anyway. It's only one belt being used. Okay, the other one is low on coal. There's not too much coal coming down here. So yeah, they need to like pull this up and get more miners for coal. The power is okay. This is 2 belts of stone pretty much. Wow. Are they gonna use that For any military or... Oh, that's a ghost inserter. Wow. Oh, they're building stuff. They have flamethrowers. They have like defense set up. So they have time to fiddle like with small things like ghost inserter there and stuff like that. So I'm sure they'll be managing just fine. So they did place ghost assembly machines just to figure out how far it was to the wall, apparently. Phoenix is off even further to the left. What the hell? Get a car, man. I guess he is looking for the coal. Or more oil, I don't know. Like, if the resources are so far away, you might as well build a second base out there. There's the coal. So, they have some resources. Are you lagging? Are you checking map? 17 ticks? 15? I don't know. It's going up and down. Pit and macros. Ooh, they are expanding. Check where you can put the flamethrowers, because you can't go this close. It's gonna say too close to nests when you try to place this. So either you clear the nests, or you... yeah, there you go. Too close to spawner. Too close. There you go. There you can put it down. So, this is a good idea, I think. Just set up the wall there. And that defends pretty much everything. Ooh, this lake is really good. I mean, stuff can still go around here, but the chances that will happen at this point, very slim, I think. Okay. Yeah, sure. Just put out as many flamethrowers as you can in every direction, and you're safe from everything. Alright. It's up. Defense is up. Sorted. So, from the previous Steelaxe versus Steelaxe match, when it was Steelaxe Ultimate versus... no, Steelaxe Prime versus Steelaxe Supreme. Steelaxe Prime didn't actually feed anything at all until like 2 hours 40 minutes into the game. Like 2 hours 40 minutes into the game they fed like 10,000 blue signs. But until then, nothing. So at this point, you don't really need to focus that much on defense, in my opinion. You just like get some basic stuff up and running, and then focus on your offense. Like get the more resources. If you're teching up, tech up, and then get more resources for it. Like if you want to go for, yeah, there we go. See, a second base all the way over here. Why would you drag this all the way to main base when you can build like blue signs up here? Flamers plus capsules? What capsules? Poison capsules, yeah. Are they going for that thing? Who knows? We'll see, random dude. But flamethrowers and landmines and poison capsules, that was pretty effective. Of course, not as effective as the discharge defense? Distortion? Discharge? It was this discharge, right? I did check this like 5 minutes ago. Discharge defense. Because this thing was amazing. So discharge defense and flamethrowers and the silly wall that with gates that open and closed, that was pretty sick. Okay, yeah, flamethrowers, just burning stuff. Macros, setting up a second secure wall here, just to make sure nothing goes around this side. Nefron said that the 2k whatever blue got them a pretty... yeah, it was 10,000 blue, random dude. Or like 8 to 10,000, I can't remember really. Hello, Jamie. We're, yeah, doing the battle match. Hint for everyone, go get some food, this may take a while. Yeah. I mean, both teams are gonna set up blue, that's for sure. But will they go for anything other than that? I mean, there's lots and lots of copper here, so yellow would be a good idea. There's also lots of iron though, so if you actually have some stone here, which you don't really, you could go for purple. I mean, you can get some of the mixed patch, I guess. But this amount of iron, it would be a massive purple build. Like set up, I don't know, 6 lanes of steel or something. Oh, I mean 6 lanes of iron into steel and just spam purple signs. That would be a good idea as well. If you actually get enough stone out of this. I'm not sure if you do. You probably don't. But yeah, mixed mining there for the stone and copper and yeah, some coal for the furnaces and so on. Theory being dropped, is it okay? No, it's not really okay. What can we do about this? Because like Gurkha said, there's little to no load on the server. It's not server related. It's like the general internet. Maybe the closer we get to like past midnight European time, maybe the better we'll get. But this, like, having lag like this is so annoying. Theory making do with his semi-vintage PC? Are you sure about that? Because we saw Theory playing on the public server when we had like big matches, and he always dropped out early. But then suddenly he stopped dropping out. So maybe he has a better potato. Just make the game last 8 hours. Maybe he got a new one. Yeah, we don't know. But the thing is, like, even on hard difficulty, it could be viable to go for rocket. Because you can defend against like 120% evo if you set up some good defenses. And that should like give you time to go for a rocket. Or several rockets actually, because you need like 3000 yellow signs and 3000 purple signs to actually unlock rocket before you actually build one. But it could be done even on hard difficulty. But what I would like to see then is a big bot network. So you actually have bots placing stuff instead of plays being fully occupied just to place like a whole smelter. It takes so long time. Okay, Phoenix is setting up second base over here. Phoenix is lagging. No, yes, no. Looks okay for now. Where's he going with this? Lagging? No? I don't know. Phoenix is building stuff out in an outpost on a battle match in 3 versus 3. This is amazing. Meanwhile, this south flamethrower turret defense is working fine. Like, it's catching everything. Ooh, is this what they're doing? So, like, they're setting up the wall here to dissuade the algorithm, the pathing thing, from actually going there. So just, like, treat it as it's closed. So, just by having the walls there means that they hope that more biters will go this way. And not closing this means that more biters will go here as well. So, had they actually closed this, it would have been more scary, I think. So this looks like a good idea. I like this setup. And just having everything here at this point should defend for quite a long time. Yeah, like Random is saying, like they know this won't end before 90%, now that both teams have flamethrowers, and they know, so to say, in quotes, that South won't push early, so that they have time to set up an outpost. They do have time for this. They're the coal comms. They're setting up basic stuff here. I would like to see that Phoenix, like if we have Theory here, just making sure the defense works, I think that they like spied on South and figured that, yeah, what they're doing is a really good idea. We should do that as well. So I think Thuy is moving up here now just to place their own similar thing, just like South is doing. So they have that defense up here as well. He also needs to figure out that you can't put flamethrowers so close to the nest that you have to stop like down here. Yeah, there you see. Too close, too close. So either you clear the nests, which is pretty difficult when there's worms everywhere, or you set it up down there, yeah. Something like this. So, very similar there. And then you keep this as a backup defense. And this as well. Just keep a gap here while you secure everything so nothing goes around. That's really good, I think. But yeah, so you keep Thuy on defense, just making sure that it works. Xenocyber is expanding power in the main base. Now he's running off to the left. Please research car if you want to travel between there, because this is how far away? 700 tiles out. How fast is your run speed? 200 per minute? 250 per minute? I don't know. But it's several minutes just to run there. And if you want to go back, yeah, several minutes to run back. 0.5 per second? No, it has to be quicker, surely. Anyone want to check wiki? So they're pinging, oh, okay. Yeah, so you want to keep one player in the main base on defense and just make sure that everything is actually attacking down there. Movement is 8.9 tiles per game second. What? What does the fish do? Was a message about fish spying. Yeah, so let me see. If I click here to check the research, I'm temporarily put on the team. And when I quit this, you see the actual menu there. So this is the menu, which has one button of fish. And with that, you actually send a spy. So pick up a fish. It's placed in your inventory, and then with that button you can consume it and you get 30-second vision on all opponent players. So if North spies on South now, they will get vision around this player, and around this player for 30 seconds. And then that stacks. If you want, you can pick up like 500 fish and just keep spamming that, and you'll have permanent vision of the other players. You don't see, we that are here in the middle, that are observers, we're spectators, we see radars as well. So we get vision of this, but if you spy, you don't see that down here. And yeah, so you can either consume the fish for spying, like that, or you can just eat it to get health back, as in the normal game. So it's for two things. I would wish that Thuy sets up a radar over here so we actually see what's going on. Ah, look at this. There's a forest fire. Ah, that's the best thing I've ever seen in this. I don't think Australians agree with me. But the forests are the real enemy. Alright, so there's actually a group coming around here somewhere. How did that happen? They went there, and then it's the same color, so I can't see it any further. But they actually went from... Wow. Okay. That's scary. Anyway, so North is keeping Thuy in the main base. He's working on defense when that is fine. I'm not sure what he will do here. But something, I guess. But please research cars. They are researching blue signs. I guess he will just maintain this. I don't know. And on the left here, they have Xenocyber has now joined Phoenix and building an outpost. Now they're automating copper as well. And setting up oil. How far did they get with this? They have connected the power, and they got oil halfway back before they decided, like, screw it, just make an outpost. I think that's an amazing call. So the copper is coming in, and that means that the green circuits here will be running. So they will have oil here if they actually connect it up there, and they can start on some plastics and get red circuits. So that's pretty much what they need for blue science. They also have some steel here for engines, so they'll be alright. But yeah, we got blue science here. Macros is out exploring as well, so they obviously found the oil from Team North through a spy. Either that, or they're just like going out and hoping they'll find something. I'm pretty scared of these attacks here. Why are they coming from this direction? That makes no sense. They should come here, not over there. What's going on? Was that because Theory was over here earlier? And they targeted the close player? Does this mean that they might do something else down here when no, because Pitta is just in here putting down even more flamethrowers. Oh my god. Good thing that we do actually have the 0.18 update where the particles from flamethrowers have been improved, so that this doesn't totally crash the server. So FPS is still okay, even though like all these flamethrowers was just shooting. This is like a maze of flamethrowers. Were they inspired of like what happened on the public server? Let me see if I can... No, not that one. No, that's not really a good screenshot either. Oh. Was there any discussion on nerfing flamers? They have been nerfed since a long time ago. So they're actually at half damage on compared to the live server. But I don't think there's been any discussion about nerfing in them further. Oh, look at this. Yeah, there we go. So Theory will actually recognize this once they kill stuff. That they do come around there. Wow. A good thing it happened now and not when they got the big biters. So... What the hell? North is being attacked from every angle. Or every direction. While South is just being attacked head on. Is this thing working so well? And this wall is working so well in towards like pushing the biters through the opening. This is amazing. This defense on South, how effective that is. I'm sort of worried that something will run out over there eventually, but like Theory, he can't leave this now. He has to address this issue on the left side here. And I'm not sure how. I'm also sort of scared that something will actually bite through there and then go straight towards silo, because there's no defense whatsoever at the silo. So even though like both teams have flamethrowers up and defense working, like there's no defense at silo. At any time, there might actually come an attack here that goes straight up there and destroys the silo. Or goes straight in there and destroys it. South is at 40% evo, so they're not too far from actually having big biters instead. I mean, the military science here is very tiny. What are they missing? Oh. Red ammo is going up. That's a mistake, I think. Red ammo is going up here. Theory is setting up more defenses, so... if anything managed to go through, these will hopefully pick it up. So that's a good call, I think. So what are they actually building right now? Pita is setting up another, this looks like steel, and it's actually a copy of this build. Huh, okay. So they're preparing for bots here, with Maul producing all they need for bots. That's interesting. So South is gonna go for bots. And here is the, I guess this is a blue science build. Yeah, this is a blue science build that Anthony is blueprinting right now. So they're setting up, he's setting up a whole blueprint for it, module based. So then you like copy this whole thing and just place it next to it, and it builds, the bots build a copy of it. So like having bots, you can place down a copy of this and double your blue science build extremely quickly. Oh, south on the east side here. For now, this is a power plant, yeah. But I think they're gonna use the oil pretty soon. Because there's like no oil to the left as far as we know. But there's a big lake there. I think they're going for discharge defense. Are you sure it was called discharge defense and not like disruptor defense or something? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna think that it's called discharge because I'm not gonna check a third time. That's gonna be really annoying if I do that. Yeah, Macros is setting up the oil at the same time. Oh, he doesn't have pipes, so I think he's gonna hand feed some pipes in here. Or iron for pipes. But they do have power. I wish I could click this to check the power. They do have a whole power plant over here. They do find the oil. It's 800%. They need to buffer that up for blue science. The flamethrower wall is still holding fine. It's amazing that everything attacks here. That's so great. I mean, just figuring this out, seeing like, yeah, you need to block here. You need to block this, so everything attacks here. I still think that's amazing. Theory is trying to do something similar, but so far it hasn't worked out to the same degree, I think. But it's gonna be safer eventually, just with more wall. But I still wish that they would put down some radars so we could see, but I don't know. Xenocyber is belting back blue science. Cool. So we have a blue science belt going all the way back to the labs. Wow. I really wish that some team would make trains here in this situation. Just load the blue science onto a train here and then go by train back here, unload it, and put it into the labs. It would be so cool with a train. Also, that's like a quicker way to transport yourself rather than doing a car, which neither team is doing. North is doing cliff explosives. What? What are you gonna use cliff explosives for? There's no cliffs on this map that I know of. Trains sound like more work than belt? No. Trains are awesome. Why are they researching cliff explosives? Is there any other use for cliff explosives than destroy cliffs? Cliff explosive defense? Does it deal damage? No. South, researching circuit network and batteries. Okay. How far have they come here? Antalitz is setting up the blue science. Like, he's setting up this whole blueprint, but there's no input resources. So what, he's just making a blueprint? Are they not going to connect resources? A door wall. Yeah, then gates. Gates. The amazing wall. Alright, Macros is out here. He's getting pipes. Okay, he's getting the oil back. That's what he's doing there. What are they gonna input here? I mean, it's pretty obvious that they need 1 full belt of iron and 2/3 of a belt of copper. But where are they gonna get it? From this and this? I don't know. Or are they really just making the blueprint? I can't believe that. Ooh, ooh. North going for Logi 2. This is still holding. Yeah, that's fine. Theory is considering what to do next on the defense. It's alright for now. Xenocyber is back in main base, connecting the blue signs. It's going... Yeah, okay, he's out of belts. So it's just getting some more supplies. Where Macros is. So this is the iron that's gonna be belted all the way into here. I sort of like Phoenix's route instead. To just make an outpost like this. When the resources are so far away from the main base. What do you mean North is just throwing? They are throwing. 1,000 military science for now. From pretty much 5 assembly machines, of which only 4 are working now, because somehow the red ammo there always goes to the left side. I don't know. Okay, not always. Ooh, this thing is actually not quick enough to pick it up from the splitter. Yeah, so every red ammo goes through, so it's just 4 functioning assembly machines for military science now. Yeah, you can't keep it. You can't pick it up. That's interesting. Huh. So the splitter broke that in order. Yeah, so they fed 1,000 military from 4 assembly machines. That's crazy. Wait, why are they having a refinery here? I guess he wants light oil soon. Alright, this is working fine, this is fine. Xenozyber is connecting the blue signs. Is it actually connected now? No. Latency 9 ticks, that seems fine. How far has this come? Still stopped there. But we have some blue on the belt, on the extremely long belt. And then Phoenix is expanding the blue science. Some pipe is gonna figure out that 2 to 3 pipes hold 80% of North defense. Nah, the bite is not that smart. Oh my god, not 3 rows of flamethrowers. Oof. I have to find that screenshot. We can't be that far out. How long ago was it? No, I don't know, it's gone. Oh well. It was like screenshot with, I don't know, 5 million flamethrowers. Something like that. Oh well, oh well. You'd be more scared of South's oil pipe breaking. Ah, this oil pipe. No undergrounds, just normal pipes. The iron is now flowing. Or being belted, rather. The other iron is being belted as well. But, okay, it cut off there. What's going on here? So this is the blue science output, and that goes all the way down to the labs. Alright. Sure, sure. Xenozyber cancel cliff explosives. No, but you were almost done. You were halfway done with it. Why would you cancel it now? It leads nowhere, apparently. 10 explosives for... yeah, no. Okay, good call, cancelling it. Alright, so the iron is coming in. They do sort of need copper as well. But that's close. You can use this one or that down there. Macros is getting more coal. I think they should still pull this up and put more miners there. That's why I built it up there, this one. What, use this copper? No. Oh, okay, sorry. He thought he could get to the other side of the water. Yeah. I mean, you can if you landfill. Landfilling is still an option. He's gonna put down radars now just to explore. What's it doing? Yeah. So these sector scanning progress. It will take a while, but they will explore over there. And if you explore and find like big resource patches, then you can use them. So that's fine. Defenses still holding, yeah. Alright, okay, maybe biters will actually attack this eventually, who knows. The blue science is up and running. North is getting a bit low on power though. So they need another power plant, and this is not keeping up anymore. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little passage there, yeah. Oh no, JD's pinged the radars. Yeah, so Athlete is getting the two-thirds belt of copper for this blue science build. Where's the oil? It's coming in here, it's coming in there, it's there, it's connected already. Yep, yeah. Oil is working. So we have sulfur. We have the first iron coming in. And Antelids is getting the copper here. So this means that they have everything they need here. Actually, they don't. They have... oh, yeah, the coal. Coal is coming there as well. Plastics need coal. Where are you getting that from? It picks up from this one, which is the leftovers from this, and half of it goes there. Okay, yeah, it has coal as well. Is that enough coal? This is probably not enough coal, but I think they're expanding it. Okay, maybe. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 miners on coal. That should be enough, I think, for this small build. Right? Plastics doesn't use that extreme amounts of coal, and the furnaces certainly don't, so it should be fine once this backs up. There needs to be an inserter though, and there, and there, and there, and there. Or this will not work. But I think the amount of coal should be okay. So with this first blue science, will they get bots up? Because they have prepared here for bots with this basic mall. They are researching portable solar panels. Okay. They have not researched Steelaxe? Oh my god. What about North? They have Steelaxe. They're a proper Steelaxe team. Discharge defense again? Yeah. Yeah. That works fine to discharge the behemoths. So that's a good idea, I think. I don't know if you want right away, but I guess better safe than sorry. I feel like they should prioritize getting bots up and getting some offense running. We're just like buffering up the blue signs like they did in their last game they played in. Okay, Athletes is preparing for advanced oil processing here. This is still lacking... no, it has inserters now, so that's fine. It has copper. It has iron. And that means it will get steel as well. So it has what it needs for blue signs. Well, this is light oil cracking, okay. Into petroleum gas. So I guess that just connects up there. What? Oh, it's both heavy oil cracking and light oil cracking. Okay, never mind. So this one is heavy oil, this is light oil. Okay, okay. Into petroleum gas, yeah. So this is prepared for advanced oil. Not sure what that one is going there for. But they have a blueprint here, ready for blue signs. What's it pinging? That you can go through there, yeah. They still haven't found anything useful on the other side though. Maybe that will change. Xenozyber, get a car! You have logistics too. Get a car. Or get I mean get a train. Get a train, man. Get a train. Go. What are they building? Just supplies up there. They have the blue signs. They don't really have enough plastics. They do have advanced oil already. Yeah, trains are greater than cars. Exactly. Trains are amazing. We have too much light oil. This looks somehow very similar to what South is doing. Like this is an exact build here. Don't you think? There's 3 refineries. There's 4 chemical plants like this. There's something like this. Somehow, that looks pretty similar to this thing. So the question is, who is copying who here? Oh, there we go. Pita is setting up the amazing gate wall flamethrower discharge defense setup, which proved that it can defend against 120% Evo biters. At least when someone was actually there defending. So yeah, this setup was amazing. Really fun. So if you don't know what this is, it basically sets up with the circuit network to have the gates open and close all the time. So you see like every second row of gates will be open while the other one is closed, and then they swap, so the second row will be open and the first one will be closed. But there's a slight delay there, so at some point every gate will be open just before the other one closes. And this confuses the hell out of the biters. So like they would like, go front and back all the way, like instead of just destroying the walls. They will just be so confused and not get anything done. And if they actually manage to push up through here to the end, I mean, the whole time they are being burned by flamethrowers. But if they actually manage to get up to the end, the team will have a player there and use the discharge defense, and just that knocks them away. Like, just knocks them off. And at the same time, you have bots replacing the walls and gates, and it works fine. At least until 120%. If you're higher than that, I feel like you want to have laser turrets here for extra damage. I just feel like that would be good to have more extra laser turrets, just to kill the behemoths, not just stand there and knock them away all the time. Now the discharge defense just knocks them off. The gates confuse the biters, so they don't actually destroy the wall and progress quickly. And the flamethrowers in their strategy is the thing that's doing the damage. But I feel like the flamethrowers is not enough for dealing damage once you're at like 120, 130% evo, and you need some extra damage. That's why I suggest laser turrets, because they have good single target damage, and like you want to kill this thing that is in the front anyway. So, but yeah, they're preparing for that. So they have the blueprint ready, or almost ready, I guess. This works fine for now. I like that they have the radar there, so yeah, try to make sure that everything goes to this area. This works perfectly, I'd say. I've seen nothing on the east side, nothing on the left side. Everything goes to this little thing here. It's so great. It's so great. Meanwhile, where are the biters attacking on north? So, they are doing the same thing. Although, Thui put this up even further north, rather than just here. So they actually... Yeah, okay, so most are actually attacking that there as well. But I would like to see a radar here. Just because south has it, and we know that... you might as well put one up here now, because they're playing on north. And we know that when you scout something on south, it is mirrored onto north. But if you scout something on north, it is not mirrored onto south. But since south has that one, it means that whatever south scans... I maybe should explain this, that this radar will spawn biter nests like really far away. All these are nests, and they will spawn them really far away. So right now we see nest down there to this area, and it will be the same on north. So having them further away means an increased risk of biters attacking around the sides. But since south has a radar there, north might as well put one down as well. So Macros is actually out here on the left side of this massive, like, I guess it's a lake, but it's connected to the river, I don't know. Just looking for resources, and it doesn't really find anything spectacular. There's no coal here either. They did find more coal there on the north side, so which means like over here, there's extra coal. But there's actually very little coal over here on this map. There's not really a good spot to... He's gonna build there in a way. Okay. I thought it's saying use those. I don't know about this. What was it pinged? Oh, someone's spamming mods on mountain defense? Some other map? Oh. But you need coal to be able to do anything over here. Unless you go like electric smelters, which you could do. Then you need coal. And if you want to do anything with plastics, you need coal as well. I mean, there's some small amounts of coal in the mixed mining, but I don't know. Yeah, so Macro started putting up there, and Antalit said, no, that's not a bad idea. Use this one instead. So now he's going down there. But there's still not enough coal. So what has North found? They are making another power plant, finally. I think they only have this one. Yeah. So finally they're making another power plant up here. So they have enough power. Phoenix is setting up for bots. Ooh. So they actually pulled up some of this, because wasn't this like a whole blue build, just like this one? With red circuits here, just like a short moment ago. I guess they just made some extra in the beginning to get more blue signs for the research. So what have they researched? They have researched blue signs. They're going for... they have bots researched. They have not gone for yellow signs. They have done modules. So they could go for purple signs as well, if they wanted to. But for now, they're setting up bots. Okay, buffering steel. So this will be Roboport here, I guess? I don't know. Xenocyber is setting up like the biggest vertical power plant you've seen before actually connecting it. Theory is doing mixed mining. Is that... What's this for? Ooh. Or? I don't know. I'm thinking right now that they're doing this to get more coal. And they're doing it to get the stone. But that might just be a byproduct that they don't want. But why would you do this otherwise if you don't want coal or stone? Because if you want iron, you set up there. If you want copper, you set up there. So you do this just to get coal and stone. And if you just do it to get coal, sure, fine. You just make the stone into walls. But there's not much other stone here. I feel like you could use this thing. You could use this to do purple science. If you just belt the stone off here somewhere, you can set up purple science. Because you get some extra stone from there. I mean, they have lots of walls, obviously, since they have like 1600 bricks there. There's just 1,000 walls buffered up there, and I'm sure there's like 2,000 here somewhere. Oh, only 1,200. They have walls, so either this is only for coal, or you use the... ooh, what are they gonna do? He wants some grenades so he can clear the forest. Okay. Oh, so game is progressing. We are 1 hour 41 minutes in, which means basically 1.5 hours, 1:35ish. The teams are stable, both north and south, have very similar defense. Pitta is... Ooh, okay. I say that they have very similar defense right now, but that will not last. Because South will have some extreme defense here later on. Wow. Yeah, I think this map is interesting because there's very little coal. Like, what do you do then? There's very little oil as well. There's 800% oil here, which is already at 780%. There's... wasn't there some oil here? There's some oil down there, 800% more. So this is a map with extremely little oil and extremely little coal. And what are you going to do then? Explore more, because you can still go further before you run into worms. So you can still explore more, so that's fine. I feel like a coal train? Yeah, set up some train. Okay, they're doing the bots thing here now just to copy the blue science build. This I don't like at all. Because if you're low on oil, you don't want to do blue science. One of the main reasons to advance to a purple or yellow science is that it uses less oil for the same mutagen compared to blue. So don't do more blue science. You have blue science for research, and that's enough. How much do you have buffered up actually? Nothing? Because you don't actually put it in chests. Okay. I feel like North has enough blue for research, and they should just tick up into... Look at this, purple science. Landmines and purple science. So yeah, they will actually get some bricks here. Okay, they're not actually sorting out the stone beforehand. You need both raw stone and bricks for purple science. But yeah, the theory is setting up here, the mixed smelting. And they're going for purple. South is going for another blue as well, really? Oh dear. They're not gonna have oil for that. Not even with advanced oil processing. I mean, they're gonna use up their buffer. What is South researching? Bot speed. North has the bots up, they have 26. They don't have a mall here, I think. So they're not actually building anything. But they have storage chests, and I think that Phoenix is handcrafting the buildings they need and just placing down in the storage chest. Oh, okay. He's hand making some different things. Yeah, there's 316 inserters, there's 100 stone furnaces. He needs to find some belts somewhere, like up here, where there's 4,000 belts. But why are they doing another blue build? Set up for purple instead. I don't know. I mean, they are researching purple. I'm not sure what South will actually go for. They have this thing automated, as they've had for a long time. But are they going to connect that to the bot network, or are they just going to go there and pick it up and do the storage chest thing, and just like North is? Landmines, purple science. South is going, bot speed. Worker robot speed 1 and 2. Especially when you get the second one. They do actually get a decent speed, so... I mean, you need less bots because they're quicker. So I think bot speed is an amazing research. This wall. Yeah, so they're gonna keep this as long as they can and set up that new wall just behind there. I sort of feel like you should use this iron, but I guess it's not a big deal because you have more iron everywhere. They have the power plant over there. 700% oil. The curing laser. Cool. Bot speed is really good when you replace the defensive wall. Yeah, for sure. Oh, we have some that arrive here. Where are they coming from? North. Let's check this. Okay, yeah. So they are there. So it appears that this wall here on south works better than this wall to actually push the biters into this flamethrower turret instead of this one. So this works actually really well for south. I'm just a bit worried when something will actually go through here. Pitta is actually setting up for for the amazing thing. So I guess it won't. Oh well, oh well. That'll be okay. What is Macros doing? But like... Xenosub exploring, found some more oil. The tiny coal there. They found stone. Please get a car. I think this is for purple science, yeah. Deconstruct this thing so it doesn't actually produce purple. Blue, I mean. Ooh, they have bot speed. They have both bot speeds, right? Yeah, they have bot speed 1 and 2. So this is how quick bots are when you have bot speed 2. Oh, they're so fast. I'm comparing to bot speed 0 from Brave New World C block early game. And this is so much quicker. It's gonna be amazing when we get to this point in C block Brave New World. When the bots are this quick. Yeah, I know how they are in game. I did research for 32,000 white signs in the C block mod. Bot speed, so with Mark 4 bots, yeah, they're pretty quick. But here, in biter battles, having bot speed 2 means this goes pretty quick. Even though you only have 90 bots here and they're having to place belts, it goes pretty quick. And they keep making more bots the whole time here as well, so... so yeah, just remove this thing so it doesn't actually make blue signs, and convert it to a purple signs. That's my call. That I would do here. But power-wise, like, what do? If you're low on coal, you could do oil-based power plant, which uses one, what's it called? Oil refinery, one of these. And then you have, sort of like this, you have one chemical plant doing light oil, heavy oil into light oil, and then you have 2 or 3, I can't remember, ones doing light oil into petroleum gas. No. No, you have one heavy oil into light oil, and then you have some light oil into solid fuel, and then you have some petroleum into solid fuel as well. But you don't want to actually crack the light oil if you're just going to make power out of it. So that's how you do that. I think it was 2 of each maybe of those making solid fuel. But with that, you can basically get something like 30 megawatts out of one oil refinery from 200% oil. So what we have over here with like 600%, yeah, you can basically say this is 90 to 100 megawatts of power if you want to use the oil for a power plant. And considering a normal power plant is, 36 megawatts? 1.8 times 10 to, 36 megawatts. 600% oil is pretty much double this thing. So you could make power plant from oil if you want to. Yeah, so, wow, they actually picked up 3,000 belts over here. That's a lot of belts. What is this low on? Red circuits? Well, this thing has been disabled, I guess. Because, this needs red circuits, which it's not getting. So this has been disabled. So it's just making flying frames right now. You have an outpost in a battle match. We haven't seen that before. So, did the teams come in here before this match and thinking, yeah, like, we're gonna make an outpost. That's gonna be fun. That's what we're gonna do. No, I don't think they think that, or thought that. And that's like the interesting thing with the random map generation. You have to adapt to whatever is going on. And if there's no resource in the beginning, or like the close vicinity to your rocket silo, go out and make an outpost. Oil power? Yeah, oh, thank you. So 3 chemical plants making from light oil into solid fuel, and 2 from petroleum. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was the blueprint I was thinking of from Rain's By the Bell playbook. So that's just sort of a little guide to some tips and strategies on how to build stuff in By the Bells. Maybe we should link the whole thing. Alright, I'll toss in the link. Where is it? There we go. So if you want to see it, if you want some tips on how to play By the Bells, or how to like do builds for it, there you go. Credit Rain. So, we are now like almost 2 hours in. Yeah, 1 hour 50 minutes in. The science fed so far has been 1200 military and nothing else. And basically nothing else has been produced. This thing is lacking something. It is making blue signs. It is going back here to the labs. It is being buffered up. I haven't seen how much they've made. 40-ish in those, and it's so it's like 600 made. Something like that, 600 made. Which is not a lot for 2 hours into the game. Like, you should have set up something more by now. Macros has made another power plant really far out by the extra coal here, and is connecting even more oil. Okay. So South recognizes that they actually need more oil if they're gonna spam blue like this. They're going up to laser. Yeah, if you want to do laser turrets, you're gonna need so much power. And there's so little power on this map. Oh god. So Xenocyber is setting up the stone. It is coming in. It's one belt of stone there. Yeah, bots are making smelters. What's the average length of a match? That depends. That depends a lot. It depends on what difficulty it's on. It depends on how many players you have on each team. It depends on how the map looks and what strategies the players are using. So it depends on a lot of factors. In this tournament on hard, on 3 vs 3, matches have been either less than 1 hour or pretty much like above 3 hours. Because just the way the game works with flamethrowers, that they kill like all the big biters easily, means that the game either ends before 50% evo, or you get flamethrowers up and then it ends after 90% evo. So either it's less than 1 hour or more than 3 hours, pretty much. And since both teams are at flamethrowers here, it's going to be a 3-hour match. Nuclear power. Nuclear is expensive research. I think nuclear power is like 900 blue something, 950 blue. Something like that. But nuclear power is actually great. So nuclear power would be amazing here. There is uranium here for it. I think that if a team decides to go nuclear power and laser turret defense, they would have an edge. Of course, it is expensive to set up. So Pitta has connected some bots to place the amazing gate wall, or whatever we call this thing. Well, they actually deconstructed the old one. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, they deconstructed the old thing before the new thing is up, but they have this still down here, so they're fine. But Pitta is doing the defense. Antelids is doing builds, making sure things work. While Macros, he went off to make power and is just bringing in more resources. The power setup is okay at the moment. Did he connect the oil? Yes, he did. He did connect like 1100, 1200% oil. So they're now full on oil at the moment, which appears to be consumed actually. So this uses 1200% oil, but they have the pipe is, I was gonna say pretty much full. Is it not connected? It is connected. It's just pipe throughput, like. Yeah, it clogs up here pretty much. That can't be connected. Can it? It can. It just goes from 100 over here down to 60 over here, just because of the length. Oh well. So anyway, North has blue signs going. So we see on the belt here, blue signs is coming in. It is being buffered up. Ooh. And Anti-elites fed all they got. He forgot the military though. No, he's going for it. Why do they have speed modules in the lab? I don't understand. He still didn't pick up the military. But oh, he doesn't want to feed it because they only have 2 there, and yeah, and they want 2. They need more grenades there actually. They want to research with it, so they have like so small amounts of military science, they don't want to feed it. You just arrived. Is either team putting out any wonky strats, or is the game going pretty vanilla? Considering This is a biteable tournament match with 3 versus 3, and we have an outpost. This is nothing vanilla about this. South is doing the really fun. Yeah, here it is in action. So it opens gates, it closes gates. So this is a bit refined strategy, because either it was before it was like every other row. But now it's 2? I don't know. But this funky thing here, yeah. It's amazing. It blocks biters and confuses them, while the flamethrowers kill them. It's really amazing. Yeah, this map is really challenging. What did North feed back? Nothing? Okay. Some military earlier, just to push them above 50%. Yeah, so this is no problem really. Not at this point. Trying to push to 50%. What does that matter? They have flamethrowers and a thick wall. It's not going to do anything. Is either team going for rocket? We don't know yet. We know South is taking up to power armor because they want the discharge defense. And they also have refined flammables 3 queued already. Wow. So this is very defensive research for them. Very defensive. And their only offense is these 2 rows of blue signs. Which is not a lot of offense. And considering we are 2 hours into the match, to only have this offense in 2 hours in, I don't know, it feels like you should have more at this point. But yeah, the map is very difficult. All the resources you need are extremely far away, which is like Macros here is put up 1 power plant. I think it was Macros, I'm not sure. Macros put up this one at least. So they've put up 2 power plants extremely far away just to get power, because this was like the closest coal. And the closest oil in big amounts is over here with 700%. So, like, you have to get resources from really far away, which is what triggered the North making this outpost. Which I think works perfect. Like, you have big amount of iron here. You have enough copper, you have some coal for the smelting rows. You can make some power here. You can make another power plant over there, just like South did. And you don't have to move everything all over the place. So I think that North is doing a fantastic choice here to actually have this outpost. But yeah, an outpost on 3 versus 3 is pretty bold. Like, what happens if somehow, like when you get behemoths and Theory over here doing defense, if it dies, like, how are you gonna get back quick to actually help defense when you're over here? That's right, you need that train. You need that train. So North must have researched purple by now. Yeah, they have. And they're doing refined flammables, because that's what kills big biters quicker. So North does have purple researched. They have gathered 1 belt of stone and 1 belt of stone into bricks. So this can... let me actually double check this so I don't lie here. If we check purple science, actually I can show you. So it's this thing. So settings, we're gonna use this. We're gonna use whatever. So 1 build is 6, I think, with prod 1 modules. That's 1.5, so I guess it's 4. 2, 8 of those, 1 of those. Is something like this. This ratio works. Yeah, there we go. That uses exactly 1 of those. And wait, where are the bricks? Okay, this is not the exact ratio. Oh well. Basically, you can do like 36 of them, something like that. 34. 34. Assembly machines with 2 belts of iron. Stone, I mean. Sorry. 34 with 2 belts of stone. So just using all this stone here, making like pretty much half of it into bricks, would mean that you can manage 34 assembly machines making purple signs. And like the big bottleneck here would be steel. You need almost 1.5 belts of steel, which is 7 furnace lines. So in total 9 belts of iron to cover this. And then that only uses 1700% of oil. 165 purples per minute. If they actually... I don't think they'll get up that much, but that's what this amount of stone can produce in purple signs. So it's... oh no, they forgot that one. Connect this one. It's not buffering. You should buffer up steel into chests so it doesn't stop working. Because you can... like the vast majority of resources in purple signs is steel. That's the costly thing. And if you buffer it up, you can easily just consume that buffer really quick by overkilling the purple signs. But yeah, they have stuff coming in here. They are gonna start on purple signs. And like purple signs is more efficient than blue signs. Let me show you here. I have another thing. Mutagen cost effect. Oh wow, this is very light. Why is there no dark mode in Google Sheets? I'm sorry, just squint with the eyes a bit if you think this is light here. Oh my god, I'm being blinded. Let's do it like this. So what this is a spreadsheet just showing like how much mutagen you get out of blue signs and purple signs and so on. So each blue signs is 212 mutagen, each purple is 1008. And to get one of those, you need like this amount of oil, you need this amount of iron and so on. And then this is what it actually costs. Let's use this one, which has weighted values of 1, so we see exactly what is needed. So for the mutagen value of, like, say, 1,000,000 mutagen, you need the equivalent of this ratio of iron for purple signs and this ratio of blue signs. So purple signs is already just slightly more efficient on iron compared to blue signs in biter battles. It uses way less copper. It uses some stone. It uses less coal, but the big thing here is uses 1/3 the amount of oil compared to blue signs. So that's the big saver, big thing that you save from there. It uses 1/3 of the oil. That's not team secrets, just as... what else does that thing say? It says that yellow signs is even more efficient because it uses way less iron. So, also white signs for the win. Because that document says that white signs is twice as efficient as purple and yellow signs. But that's before you actually put in Pro 3 modules in the rocket silo. So you get another 40% out of that. So white signs is amazing if you actually manage to get it up. You just need like 3,000 yellow, 3,000 purple, and of course 3,000 blue as well to unlock it. But if you manage to do it, white signs will completely crush the other team. So on this difficulty, we know that on peaceful, one rocket, as in 1,000 white signs, feeds 4.7% evo. And this that's on 25% efficiency. This is 150%, so it's 6 times that. So 6 times 4.7 is somewhere around 28%-ish. So 1 rocket would feed 28% Evo on this difficulty. Yeah, as you say, Anti could do a rocket in 2 to 3 hours while being a speedrunner. It should be considered. You're 3 players, you need to have like 1 defending a bit, but it could be considered. Like, they're already committed enough that they are not actually pressuring the other team. Neither team is doing that. They're not being pressured. Even though it's 2 hours into the game, they still have like, just reached the big biters. So there's no pressure on the teams. They have flamethrowers. The question is, what do you actually do to produce a lot of mutagen and keep this match going here? Because they could go for it. Like right now, the defenses, they would crumble if behemoths came. So this is only good for big biters, but if you get behemoths here, it would totally get destroyed. That's probably why they're going for the defenses already, because they don't need any other research. They're just going to spam blue. And I mean, spamming blue is fine if you have oil. But do you have oil here? You have 740 there. You have another 1,000 there. You have 800 here or something. You have 800 there. Generally, there's not too much oil. Okay, there's some there as well. Ooh, wow, there's 2,000% oil here. Ooh, but that's scary if you build over there, because biters might attack it. But that oil could be very interesting. Alright, yeah, so I feel like South is taking a risk here, just spamming blue signs, because there's not that much oil nearby. I think that North is taking a stronger route, just doing purple signs. They have 92 purple buffered up already. They haven't fed anything because they're gonna like do the same thing that Steelaxe Prime did against the Steelaxe Supreme in their match, and that was like hit them hard with 10,000 blue signs, but hit them hard with like 3,000 purple signs instead. Just out of nowhere, they're gonna have to defend really like a lot. So I feel like they'll just buffer this up and pick this up and just make sure that the other team doesn't know how much they have. But the purple is up and running. They have electric furnaces. They have... wow, it's actually direct. Okay, cool. I guess. Interesting way of doing this. 1 every second. So you don't have a lot of electric furnaces buffered up on belts. You don't have... okay, you have some prod models buffered up. But that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, this is pretty cool. You don't think holding back science is a good strat? Why not? I mean, I feel that Evo at 60% or 90% doesn't matter. Like, this flamethrower thing will defend almost just as fine at 90% Evo as it does at 60% Evo, like it is now. So just feeding up from 60 to 90% doesn't really have any purpose. Yeah, the more complete the walls will be, but it's not that big of a difference. Maybe. But if you have something and buffer it up so that you suddenly push the other team out of nowhere to 100% Evo, or maybe even higher, then they would be taken by surprise. They would get behemoth biters in massive amounts instantly. Well, not the first wave, because they will, yeah. But very soon you'll have a big amount of behemoths. And the question is, are you ready then? So North is... what is this lacking? It's lacking steel. No? It's lacking pipes. How is this lacking pipes? Oh, they're coming. I don't know. I guess they ran out of iron for a while. I have no idea. But yeah, they have 2 builds there making blue signs. They have another here and more being prepared. Just more iron, more copper. There's... they're just spamming blue on Team South. Yeah, picking up this, placing bots with chests here, so they build everything. Yeah, it works. I mean, it works. There are big biters here, but that doesn't really matter. They have refined flammables 3, I think. Where is that? Eesh, I can't even find it. Next one is refined flammables with 4. Yeah, so they have refined flammables 3, so they kill all the big biters pretty quick. If they actually change this to light oil, it would be even better. That's another 10% damage. But they're okay. They're okay. But like, they have 3 builds now. 2 of them are working that I know of. I'm not sure if this one is working yet. Where would it connect? I guess it would just buffer up here. I don't know. So they have 2 builds working, making blue signs. Macros managed to die over here. Ooh. Uh-oh. They actually got through there. Did they lose the group? Nope, they still have the group, so they're still on the way. And this is dangerous. They have biters on the loose. And the only thing in the way is a gun turret with no ammo. So Pita is going there with flamethrowers. Maybe not. This group is so decentralized. I don't know. So Pita was killed. Those biters lost their group, so they're not going anywhere. But this group hasn't. He's like, hey, there's stuff at the silo. What are you guys doing? Alright, so boiler destroyed. Belts destroyed. Until it's coming there to like, come on, just kill them. How hard could it be? Exactly. There. And then just replace everything. And finish off those. And then finish off the wall there. So maybe they will actually consider to expanding this just a little more to the right. So that they will cover that. You don't want to grenade that though. You want to flamethrower it. This is probably going to kill you. No, he's healing. Just run through the forest. Oh dear. Okay, he made it. Macros, good job. Yeah, okay. There's no oil here. Oh, they're getting light oil now. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, they have secured it. They'll be alright. Unless the new wave come right away. No. So, South has secured that again. Meanwhile, though, North. I gotta see what Theory is building over here. But I think it's just a copy of the same thing. No, it's a copy of the bot build thing. So he wants bots here for to help the defense. It's this blueprint he copied. Meanwhile, 400 purple already. There's no buffer with steel. Eee. I think this consumes more steel than is being produced here. Not entirely sure. But like they're using a lot of steel. And Xenozyber over here is setting up actually at Phoenix. Phoenix? They're helping each other out. They're setting up another whole thing here. Even more. So like South has 3 blueprints making blue signs at like tops. So this is 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 assembly machines making blue signs in one of these, and I have 3 of them. So that's 36. If all those are working, let me check how much blue per minute that is. 36 I said. That is 135 blue per minute. So 135 blue per minute is, if we check the mutagen document again, where was that? Yeah, there. So it's, I said 136, right? That is 30,000 mutagen per minute. So keep that value in mind. 30,000. If we check this purple build, this is 4, 6, 8, 10. So 10 purple ones. Yep. Purple ones, 10 of them. And they have port modded ones. That is 48 blue per minute. Purple per minute. Which is basically... no, the first value was off. Blue is worth 212. Ugh, oh. Let's round it to 30,000. This means that this whole thing, the blue signs... Wait, what was it? Ah, give me my calculator back. Times... I have to redo this. I think that was per second. 30,000 mutagen per second. 48 times 1008. Okay, yeah. 16,008. Alright, so the value of this build is 2.9 million per minute. 2.9 million. The blue signs from south is 135 times 60 times 212. And that's 1.7 million. So basically, this whole thing, if running, produces 50% more than all 3 on south. Here we see the big biters jumping through the wall as well. But like... So this thing, 50% more than South's. But South uses 3 times as much oil for the same thing. Yeah, Random Dude has done changes for there to like give us a production window for the spectators. Like, so the mutagen log here that Masamune added, so that you can see and the sciences fed. Ooh, they did actually feed now. When was that? Earlier there, okay. But like, at this point, North just has more science. They have more production. They have more mutagen production. And they use less oil to do it. Yeah, they did feed the purple. In my opinion, South should have gone for yellow science. If they wanted to stay here in the main base, there's lots of copper. They should have gone yellow science. We know Antelites can easily, he can make a modular blueprint for yellow science. He's done that many times on the public server. But they're opting to stick with the blue science because preconceived ideas and notions that you can't really go beyond blue science in biter battles because on hard difficulty, because you don't have time. I don't know. You don't understand tournament rules? What do you mean? The goal is to defend your silo. And with extra science, you can improve the strength on the other team's biters. What other rules are there? But yeah, South now, lots of threat just because of that mutagen fed. Those 560 purple, 15% evo, 9,000 threat. Oh, look, they have the poison capsules. This works fine. Poison capsules plus flamethrowers kills big biters. This would have killed even behemoth biters, but behemoth biters would have cleared more of the wall. So it's defend. Yeah. Biter battles in general is just defend your silo with whatever means necessary. You just have to defend it, and if this is destroyed, you lose. So both teams have it, and the maps are mirrored. So both, like, this lake is this lake. They have the same resources and everything. So you just gotta somehow defend your rocket silo, and at the same time just make a lot of science, because you get this. Oh, come on, show it to me this time. There, you get this tooltip up here where you can instantly feed or consume all the flasks you make, or like of the certain type you want to feed, and that will improve the evo on the other team. So yeah, like this one, 560 purple, 15% evo, 9,000 threat. A threat is the amount of biters coming in. It will like, the more science you can produce, the more difficult it will be for our team to defend. So spam more science. What is Macros building here? He's getting 3 belts of iron for some reason. Okay. So they have like 1 belt of iron there on that patch, and then getting more over here. I don't know. Is North going for lasers? I think they have researched it. They have not. No. North has not researched lasers. Is it possible to endlessly defend the silo? Is the cap for biters or EVA is unlimited? No, it keeps scaling up. So what happens is, if we hover here, evolution of Southside biters can go beyond 100% for in-game modifiers. And basically that does is, for every percent Evo increase beyond 100, biters gain 1% damage and 4% chance to resurrect. So at 125% Evo, biters deal 25% more damage, and all of them resurrect once. So once they die, they instantly up again, full health, and keep attacking. And that stacks as well. So when you're at 150% Evo, biters do 50% more damage, and they revive twice. So if you somehow manage to keep going, the biters will basically eventually, like, say if you get to 500% Evo or something, the biters will pretty much do 5 times as much damage, pretty much one-shotting everything, and they will revive like 40 times. No, 20 times it is, at 500%. Is it? No, it's 16 times. They will revive a stupid amount of times, and they will one-shot everything. So you can't really defend. So eventually, if you make enough science, my suggestion would be rocket science. If you try to aim that high, you can't defend. You can't hold on. So, I mean, with extreme defense like this, with lots of laser turrets, with landmines, with bots replacing everything, and with discharge defense and lots of players, yeah, you can defend like 200% Evo, 250% Evo maybe. If you have really researched a lot, like laser shooting speed for yellow science and damage for yellow science, you can defend up 200% Evo. more beyond that is pretty difficult. But rocket science, like if you want to go to 200% Evo, you need rockets because they're so much more efficient. You just need to research it, and then it's great. So what's going on here? They have pretty much copied their whole purple build and setting up a second one. So what is it they need? They have the oil connected. They have they are a little low on coal. There's some coal coming off this power plant. Ooh, the power plant. I think that if they build out another power plant with this coal, then enough coal will come through here, through this power plant, to actually cover the plastic needs. So I don't think they need to change anything up here. I think they just need to make another power plant so this consumes less power or less coal. Or they just need to buffer up everything else, maybe. But yeah. I already said that this build was better than whole South's Blue Science build. Even when they put up the fourth now, this thing still produces more mutagen. And now they got up a second one. There's no way in hell that South will push North to behemoths before North pushes South to behemoths. There's no way. Yeah, stop using burn inserters. Oh my god, these things... 94 kilowatts consumption in coal, when a normal inserter is 13. So this thing uses like 8 times as much coal than one of the normal inserters. Ugh. You still think South will win? Do you? Really? Don't you think that North will be able to defend some behemoths? What did Theo actually do with this? He's just buffering up everything. And he's making a mall here for the bots. And then he's making... okay. How close are they to reactor? What, nuclear? I don't think anyone is researching nuclear reactor. Discharge defense is on its way. I think it would be an amazing call to go over there and make a nuclear power plant over there. Like right here, nuclear power. Yeah, nuclear power in the 3v3 on hard would be amazing. Well, at this point, what I see here is North with their outpost, again amazing, in biter battles. That they're actually outpost in 3v3 tournament on hard. Don't think nuclear is worth an investment? Usually no, but this map is extreme. There's so little coal here. Like over here on the left side of the map, there's no coal whatsoever. In the main base, we have this patch, which is like this will run out eventually. We have the next coal is over here, a small one, which North is using at this point, and the next coal is this one. That's all the coal there is. There's like no coal. There's enough. I don't know. Not if you want to spam like blue science like these guys want. And not if you want laser turrets for defense, which require a lot of power. Pita was killed again? Ooh. So I think this should have extended a bit further. I don't know. I just feel like South will very soon be in some serious trouble. That's my general feeling here. How much have they actually buffered up? So these assembly machines have made like 100 each. These ones have made 50 each. So that's like 1200 plus 600. That's 1800. These Can't really see, but it's like 30 and none. So there's like another 400. So in total they have made like 2,500, let's say like that. 2,500 blue on south. And they have researched flammables 3, that's 300. 150, 100, so 450, 550, 650, 800, 1100, 1000. They've researched for well more than 1,000 of these. So if they have saved anything, they have maybe 1,000 to 1,500 left saved at most. Blue science. That's less than what North has. Power is low right now. Keep in mind that South is the team that has 2 power plants. They've used these coal patches to make power. And the fact that they're low on power now means that power is a serious issue. North is also low on power. I still think nuclear would be viable here. Xenosaur is off here. I think he's gonna build a power plant down here. Just as South is. But like... Hey Rain. Yeah. Power from oil. Yeah, we have considered that. But the thing is, this map has very little oil as well. There are some oil here, which you can do that. I think it was like 30 megawatts for 200% oil. So that is doable. Looks plenty of oil. But considering this is a 3 versus 3 match on hard, and you have the main base here and the oil really far out, it's not really accessible. Right now it is though, because they made an outpost. But basically, since there's so little oil here, you started with 200%. The only other oil was way over here, which is like 800%. And then there's some more over here. But yeah, there's not a lot of oil. And South is basically spamming blue science. This will sort of consume all the oil that I have. Where's the oil? There. Fluid. Oh, okay, no, this isn't really up and running yet. It's oh, it's low on power. Oh, do we have a feedback loop? No. We don't, do we? They're using burn inserters. I'm sure they have something set up over there. That's fine. Xenosaur is setting up a coal power plant. Yeah, just do it like to the right. Begin down there. Whatever. Yeah, he's setting up a power plant, so North's power will be fixed. And this whole purple thing is up and running as well. There's like, I don't know. I don't think South can keep up with this. There's 550 purple already saved up again in just this one. That's pretty much enough to get South to almost 90% Evo. And however much this build has made. How much blue is here in the main base? 550 blue. Is anti-hoarding blue? What, did you see a car? Did you see a car, or do you want it to be a car? I said earlier that, yeah, come on, make a car if you want to run over here. You want it to be a car, yeah. If you want to go over here, make a car. But a train would be more amazing. These speedrunners must like run around doing nothing. Yeah, they have no car, they have no train, they have no exoskeleton, I think. Yeah, the runtime there. Red Label asked, is anti-hoarding blue? I don't think so. I just went over how much they have produced and how much they researched and how much they fed, and I don't think they have more than 1,500 in the storage. At most, 1,000 to 1,500 Well, like 5 minutes ago, but maybe a bit more now. But not a lot compared to... how much has this produced? 63 only? What's it lacking? It's lacking... what's it called? Red circuits. It's lacking plastic. It's lacking coal. Okay, yeah, it's just coal. No, it's coal for plastic. I also said this earlier, that would be fixed once this power plant was up and running, because that means less coal will be consumed by this power plant, which means that more coal would go to the actual plastic. So yeah, they have enough power now because this just started working. Oh, it's not connected. Oh dear. Okay. How do they have enough power then? How did that happen? They were low on power earlier and suddenly they have enough without connecting more? What's going on? Was it because everything backed up here so it doesn't use as much? Ooh, solid fuel. This is running. Ooh, it misses a belt. But most of it is running. It is connected now, okay. Well, actually it's just a quart of this that is working, but Zeno is fixing it. So, yeah, coal should be coming in again for plastic. And it is right away there, so... Yeah, Phoenix split that up so that it will take from solid fuel first and then do coal after that. Okay, never mind. It's just... yeah, whatever. What do you mean solid fuel belt? What's wrong with that? Patrol. Yeah, no, yes. Okay, 50-50 then. Fine, that's fine. He should reverse smelting. What? What? This is fine. There's no problem. Also, steel is being buffered up in the furnaces. I still think that it would be best to just buffer up after. I don't know, not necessary. So they're pinging the power plants. Is Macros... oh, yeah, look, he's going off to make another power plant. Okay, so he's off to get some more coal. And no car, no train, no exoskeleton. He's just running. Want that solid fuel break plastic? No, he disconnected the input. So the input for plastic is coming here, and he made sure that that comes from separate coal. And the solid fuel will just go skip that one. So the plastics will only get coal, it will not back up. So it's fine. Pray for coal. Macros is off here. He's putting power poles, just like going up, down, to the right. To I don't know. He's probably gonna go back somewhere as well. He's just like looking for coal instead of making a power plant with the oil here, as we know from Rain's blueprint that you can do. He's just going out there. Okay, needs a 5-minute break. So he did actually tell me this beforehand. They confirmed. Alright, so we'll have a short break in here. Can I still look around? I can still look around through the scroll button. so that's yeah, just scroll in and out and you can see whatever you want. But you can't actually move around this view. Alright. So what's going on here is that Antileats is sick and he needs 5 minutes to take some he had some ear infection, so he needs some medication that he drops in his ear and some painkillers and stuff. So it's gonna take 5 minutes, he said. So we have a small break here now. But this match, very soon, I think, Team North will feed the purple. They actually have it up and running again now that this power plant works. North actually has power again. So as we've seen, the coal will go through to the plastics there, and this whole thing will produce purple as well, just as the other one is doing. And okay, it's pretty annoying to scroll in and out just to move around the vision here. Let me see here. Yeah. So, what we concluded earlier was that one of these purple builds was pretty much equal to 4 of the blue ones. So now they have two of them up running. Offensive-wise, North is right now producing twice as much science as South. For offense. Twice as much. Which in terms of here means I don't know, when South is on 100% Evo, North will be on 80, maybe? Which is a massive Evo lead for Team North. Now, we do know that Pitta here, who is making the extremely funny wall with gates and the circuit network there connecting them, opening and closing, really distracting them, and then defending with, I can't really see now about the how far they've come on research, but they're working on discharge defense. And we saw on the Steelaxe Prime versus Steelaxe Supreme match that discharge defense and these walls and flamethrowers, they actually managed to defend pretty well against the behemoths. Even up to 120% Evo. I mean, it was chaotic. The behemoths are really sturdy at 120% Evo and they keep reviving. But it was doable. They did manage it. So just because South will fairly soon go beyond 100% Evo doesn't mean they will lose, because they are prepared to defend here for some behemoths. Oop. But North, though, they don't really have defense for behemoths. So even though North has the edge on the science production, if South manages to produce enough blue science to push North up to 90%, North doesn't really seem ready for it at this point. Maybe they will expand the defense for that, so they will be ready by the time when South feeds. But at this point, it looks like North has a very strong position. Much of it boils down to, I think, that they actually made the decision to make an outpost, which is in itself just amazing in 3 vs 3 biter battle. I think that's great. They need to put flamers on the outside of the funnel. What? Where? You really wonder about that mixed mining. It mines and... Is it mines and poison capsules? This one. That makes science. Come on. So hard to scroll here. That's just supplies. That's research. Blue science. Bots. There's no poison capsules there. We do know that South is making some. I can't remember where. Let's see. You're curious if any team will invest in laser turrets. I am as well. Because I've said before today that while this defense is great, it doesn't really have enough damage to kill off behemoths at a good rate. So I think complementing? No, what's the word? Together with flamethrowers, laser turrets would be do a really good job here, I think. There's no powerful laser turrets. Yeah, that's why nuclear power. Nuclear power. Go, 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 nuclear. That would be great. I mean, Macros is looking over here to... okay, he's ready. Okay, and they're both ready. Let's go then. Just confirming. Alright, on pause. Is everyone here? Yep, everyone's up. Everything is back. Everything is working. Alright, so that was a pause. So, 53% Evo on Team North, 78% on South. Complementally with. Okay. Antalits is heading out here. What's he gonna do? Connect more oil? Is that it? It's gonna make oil power plant? Oh, poor Macros is just running here with the power poles. Oh, look at this. This is he's just going up and down looking for coal to make a power plant. Oh, look, he found some. Finally, he found some coal. And has 1.1k blue signs on him. Yeah, that's uh-oh. I think this needs to be more to the right. They need to expand this thing. Yeah, coal and uranium. But yeah, Macros can build another power plant. Also, it's a big amount of coal compared to the other ones, which is small. There we go. There we go. So Phoenix fed the purple they had there. Was that all of it or just one? I think that was all of it. So suddenly, South is in Behemoth area. That was 13,000 threat, 11% Evo. So I feel like they should have waited a little longer so they could push South to like pretty much 100% Evo. That would that would really pressure them. Macros is making the power plant there. How's the current power? It's pretty low. Antalits did connect that oil because they recognize they need the oil to be able to spam the blue signs because it's very oil intensive compared to North's purple. I still think that South they should have taken up to yellow signs. I don't know why they didn't do that. Like, they got advanced circuits because they wanted for the discharge defense, I think. Yeah, for power armor. So why not go all the way to yellow signs? Because that uses way less... oh, yeah, stuff is attacking here now. Yellow uses way less oil compared to blue. Way less iron compared to blue. Just uses more copper, which you have here. So they should have gone yellow, I think. I mean, it might be a bit late to like figure that out now when we're well, like 2 hours 40 minutes into the match. But yeah, in hindsight, I think South should have gone yellow. So when is Ante gonna feed that blue signs that he has? Apparently, allegedly, 1100 blue signs plus whatever else has been made recently. 700 there, probably some over here. Like, they have a lot of resources. They're bringing in iron from this patch, from this patch, from this patch. They have power plants all the way. Like, way off over there. Xenozyber, yeah, so they have one power plant and they're gonna bring extra coal to up here. This thing is low on copper. That's fine. Copper is fine. Yeah, 200 purple already. I feel like they should really just start. This should feed that like constantly. Oh no, there's behemoths behind. Oh no! They didn't do the thing with there were flamethrowers in every direction, but they removed some. Oh no! And now there's two behemoths and a big one just killing stuff. Sabotage! This is... Oh no! So Pitta is here trying to defend. He's doing something with blueprints. He's doubled the flamethrowers. They're thinking like, just screw it, we'll just revert back to this thing. So I guess this is not important anymore. Wow, they heal so much. Pitta is setting up poison capsules. They do have roboports with only 36 bots though. But they can replace any walls that the badges destroy. And the initial attack has been fended off because they got like 15,000 threat or something, and that has been taken care of. But now we have behemoths starting spawning, and they just can't keep up. They have landfill. Why have they made landfill? Oh, over here. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Macros, how's the power plant going? They have power now. They just miss... not a lot. Electric pole there. I think he can set up another one. Not sure how much resources he has with him. You think Ante wants to feed only if they're able to push north to 100% over. They do have 1600 here and 800 there. And this goes back down here, I think, all of it. So that's like 3200. It probably has 1500 on him at least. So they have like 5.5k or something. So yeah, if they finish these two and get this up and running and hold on for a bit, they can probably do that. They can probably feed just to push north up to 100% Evo. 1300? Okay, yeah. Or he'll just feed now. I don't know. It's one or the other. Either he saves it or feeds it. But 4000 blue signs right now won't really do too much to Team North. But like, their defenses, they're not that strong. They have some flamethrowers and that's it. And Theory built the whole base over here, and the only thing that's defending this is like a few thin walls without flamers. So North defense is very limited compared to South's. Pretty much. Yeah, it will take... Yeah, I think it's more than 12,000 blue to get North to 100% even now. Probably. Rain says they're using poison capsules as defense on North. Yeah, but that's manual defense. You want to automate it. You want flamethrowers, you want laser turrets. If you want to do anything manual, you want to go there and use the discharge defense like South is doing. Oh, okay, let's see now. Yeah, they're really confused by these gates. Behemoths? Dead. Anti is 4000 blue on him? Yeah. They are really confused by in these gates, and then the flamethrowers just finish them off. And if they manage to destroy a wall, a bot will come and replace it. So this is fine for now. I still think they should copy paste this thing just a few more what are they called? Chunks over to the right. But this is some amazing defense. They do have the light all now. They do have Flammables 3 researched. They're alright. They're alright. I don't know why I'm setting this up there when I have that, but okay. Pitta is working on the defense. They're okay for now. I don't like that they build over the whole iron patch, but whatever. It's not like there's not enough iron on this map. Macros is bringing coal back. Oh my god. From over there. How far out is that? That's 1600 tiles out and 500 tiles south. And it's gonna belt back coal to the base. Okay. Yeah, sure. If you want to, why not? Again, there is so little coal on this map. And this patch, there's still 400,000. So it's gonna be okay. But they don't have enough coal, so. I'm still confused as to why North isn't keeping up the pressure. If they fed enough to 90.6%, why are they not feeding the rest? It's 750 here already. Like, you should keep pressuring them, or there was no point to push to 90% already. You like how competitive mode squeeze the things, squeeze out the kind of cheese strats that can be found. Why do you think this is a cheese strat? This is clever use of game mechanics. And it's not like this will make you invincible. It will just delay things. Because eventually the biters will attack the walls. And once you have like beyond 100% evo, more and more biters will actually attack the walls. And if you someone manage to hold on defense from that, then the mechanics and the endgame modifiers beyond 100% evo will eventually kill you. It's an exploit? No. No. Well, that's a core vanilla thing. I don't think... I think this thing would have worked just as well. Like if you were playing vanilla default settings, or default settings, this thing would work just as fine there as it is here. That's what I think anyway. I haven't actually tried to build this in vanilla, or even in beta battles, so I don't know. Phoenix is setting up more steel smelting. Or something. Yeah, so the bots are amazing. They have 600 bots in this network now. They have flying robot speed 2, so they place things pretty quick. I mean, they fly pretty quick. And yeah, they get stuff done. Fork it and fix it. Someone should fork this, because I want a 4-team version of this map. I want a version of this map where there's a river going north-south, and there's 4 teams playing this. That's what I want. Someone should do that. I still don't know why North is not feeding the rest of the purple. Because the purple they fed, 960, was 11% Evo at 78, so at 90% Evo it's probably somewhere around 8% if you feed like 1,000 purple now. And they have 1,000 purple. If North can defend to like 100% Evo, they'll probably win. Yeah, but can they defend 100% Evo? I don't know. I feel like this is extremely vulnerable still. Because there's only flamethrowers defending. I say only... I mean, there's 1,000 flamethrowers defending. But that doesn't really matter. There's a lot of flamethrowers defending here. I still think they should put a radar there so we see. Considering the South had it, it doesn't really break anything. So... Rain thinks maybe they wait to send purple for when anti sends blue to counter the threat. Maybe? But, nah. South can defend to 160%? No. You think so, Nephrons? Uh-oh, 1200. Wow, 99.7% Evo. I mean, they can defend if they have the discharge defenses and the power armor and they're in position and keep knocking off, but then they can't really build anything. But how prepared are they? I guess we will see here. If they're poison capsules, yeah. But I mean... Yeah, I think they will survive. This at least. But 160%? That's a tall order. They did feed, yeah. So 9% Evo. From 1250 purple. 15,000 threat. They don't have the discharge defenders? Ooh. They don't. They are researching productivity right now. But they don't actually have discharge defense yet. They haven't researched it, so... nope. So no discharge defense. We have a weak front here, where biters will actually come in from this side and attack this wall rather than go for the gate thing. So that's a bit worrisome. Their research is broken. Seems fine. Labs are working. They're sort of low on military science, but they're not researching for military right now. Ah, that's why they changed, because they didn't have enough military. So they refilled that, so that their hand-fed military thing is working. Yeah, so here the first waves are coming in from the 99.7% feed. So most of these waves are still like in the early 90% Evo amount of biters, as in behemoth biters. So there's mostly just big biters here. But even though there are a few behemoths and they are killing some walls, but overall the defense is holding pretty well here now. Oh no, my FPS is going down. Somehow many flamethrowers and everything slows down my computer a bit. How much purple was that? It was 1250 purple for 9% Evo from 90 to 99ish. So 1500 would bring you from 90 to 100. I'm pretty sure. 1500 purple, 90 to 100. So they did clear that, and their threat is now down to pretty much nothing. But what happens now is that every following consecutive attack will have 99.7% Evo, which basically means it will be like 38%, I think the max is, green biters, behemoth biters. So, like every third biter attacking from now on will be a behemoth. And that's gonna be scary. Especially if they don't have that discharge defense. Like, what's going on here? Why don't they have it? They have, what is this, 6 times 5? That's 30 labs, and there's an extra, I don't know, 20 here. And there's 2 in each lab, so that's 60, so 90. They have enough military science to research it now. So just some small attacks coming in now because their threat was pretty low. The flamethrowers will take care of it. If they destroy anything, the bots will replace the walls. So they're fine. They're fine. So what is going on here then? They are picking up... Why is there 900 batteries in there? What are you using those for? I don't know. They have bots here? How many bots do they have? 6? Down there. Over here we have 650. So in this network there's 650 bots. Down there it was 6. Up here there's 30 more. They have produced 1500 bots-ish. So yeah. They're getting the discharge defense now. There we go. They did pick up some advanced circuits there also, so that's probably to craft the power armor. So I think that they will soon be ready to defend with discharge defense. Soon anyway. Which means that if North wants to make a push, they should probably do it now. What do they have? 500 purple. This thing is low on coal. Where's the coal input here? What? This seems to be working. All of it. Yeah, this is fine. It works. And the buffers are running out as well. South is about to feed, you say? Ooh, interesting. Hello, Lamaris. You got here late. You think his North is going for rocket or mass feed? No. What's going on is that South is massing blue signs from these blueprints. That they've copied and placed like 6 times or something. So they have 4 builds there and 2 there. So South is just massing blue signs and they're holding it on anti-elites now. And I think we calculated earlier that he should have like 6,000-7,000 at this point now. Maybe 8,000 blue signs. While North is focusing most of their efforts into these 2 purple builds that they made here. And at this point, the purple builds, the 2 purple builds that North has, is as strong as 8 of these builds that South has on blue. Considering they have 6 now, I'm gonna assume that they're pretty much soon running out of oil. This isn't even running yet. It needs copper. It needs inserter on the coal. It needs a few things. So there was another 1,000 purple fed, which pushed the Evo to 105.8%. How is North defenses? Horrible. North defenses is just some flamethrowers. And that's it. There's nothing else there. So, at this point, if I were North, I would focus on defense because they have their offense up and running. They have 2 builds with purple. They have Phoenix here, who is, I don't know, he's setting up even more. Yeah, so he set up more steel smelting here, just to cover this thing as well, to make sure that this thing will keep running. Wait, is this a 3rd build? Oh my god. Oh dear. 3 purple builds. Holy crap. Is North researching anything? They're going for power armor. Yeah, so at this point, North has their offensive sorted. They have apparently 3 builds of purple size. That's going to be enough for a long time. So now they need to focus on defense. Xenocyber is setting up what appears to be landmines. I'm gonna assume that is what these explosives are for. I really love bots. Bots building is like the best thing ever. So satisfying to watch it. So yeah, they are setting up landmines. Theory is now setting up poison capsules. So they will be able to defend there. The Great Wall here. Yeah, there's some amount of green biters. We have 17,000 threat. This will be very difficult for South, I think. Maybe not. I'm not sure. So there's so many waves coming in here now because it was 16,000 threat. Let's check the cheat thing. They're just coming in. There's so many. But how far will they come? Pitta is there with poison capsules. My computer is not really handling this well. Oh dear, 20 FPS. Oh my god. Why am I watching this? There's so many poison capsules here, killing stuff. At this point, at 105% Evo, the biters have like 20% chance to revive, which is not extreme. And they do 5% more damage, so 95 instead of 90, it's like no big deal. But they did defend this wave. They're back down to 4,000 threat from the 15,000, and that was fine. So the first real pressure wave there, with lots of behemoths, they defend fine. They got like halfway. Pitta spammed some poison capsules, and the bots replaced whatever was destroyed. So, yeah, they're fine. You think the biters got distracted by bots and not by the gate thing? Oh, the gate thing is stopped work. Okay, now it's on again. Can respawn biters do so indifferently? What do you mean respawn? What do you mean random dude? Red Label says, I think South is gonna win. I think, yeah, they can do so indifferently, yeah. It's just based on Evo. So if you manage to get your Evo high enough, it will respawn. They get 1 extra life per 25% Evo beyond 100%. So if you're at 200% Evo, they have 4 extra lives. And it just keeps scaling up. Red Label, I think South is gonna win. Although I'm rooting for North. What? What? What does life mean? A life mean that basically when it dies, it revives again. It's like the Factoria version of cats with 9 lives. So they die and then bloop, instantly back up again with full life. Or full health, I mean. This is getting pretty far. And they stop there. But like, the further higher you go on Evo, the more difficult this is to defend. So they were out of bots, but they put in 600 of them. So the bots will replace everything now, and they're fine. What do you mean we're doomed? Why would they be doomed? I mean, their offense is pretty low, but their defense is solid. Pitta got the armor ready with discharge defense. Cool. That's an amazing thing I have still never built. I've never had discharge defense. Like, this thing that you put in your power armor, I've never ever built this. Damages, pushes back and stuns nearby enemies when activated using the remote. What? Is this a consumable? Or what is this? it is a consumable, so you need several of them if you want to fire several times. Okay. Single use? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I don't know. I've never built them. You also don't use, yeah, red level. I'm not alone in never building it. Yeah, Dakra. So, as soon as there's no play here or there's no bots, somehow the behemoths get pretty far. Oh, there, he used it the first time. It's not a consumable, is it? I mean, it was only one green circuit or something, so it's not a big problem if it was a consumable. But eh. These things will go around here. I still think that they should deconstruct this and replace this thing and just a few chunks more to the right. It's not a consumable, okay. It lasts long? Huh. I still don't know how they work. Macros is still over here making more power. Wow, they're already limited again. How did that happen? They have one pop lamp there, one there, 3 here. What are they doing with the power? Okay, they're prod moduling lots of stuff, so that explains some. But like the big main build here, I'm a bit interested in seeing what they're doing here. I feel like this thing shouldn't use that much power. Huh. What is North up to? So last I checked, they were making landmines. So they're buffering up landmines, they're buffering up poison capsules. So poison capsules are coming here. Bots are gonna expand this. What's the other thing there? What's this? Slowdown capsule? Okay. I can't believe there's so many things in this game that I never do. Oh, okay. So they have landmines, they have walls, they have slowdown capsules and poison capsules, and some unfortunate red ammo that is still being belted up here from this mistake thing. But they have everything belted up here. So there's 6,000 walls, 8,000 walls-ish. There's a bunch of landmines. I think you should use filter inserters here, honestly. To not get everything in. But yeah, they are belting up everything here. So, what are they gonna do for defense then? Because you need like a solid wall somewhere. Like, we know South's answer to this is this thing. It's extremely strong. It blocks off like pretty much everything. And he's hiding science. Will you find it? What is he? Like 200 there, 400, 300. Alright, let's consider how much science South has actually buffered up now. We know they've fed 500. We know that they have researched for well over 1,000. So let's round it up to 1,500. So let's say they have already consumed or fed in total 2,000 science. These builds on the left here, they have produced pretty much 200 science each. This one, let's say 120 each. So this whole build is all they have fed and consumed, and then we can just calculate the others to see how much they have. So this is like 1,200 science. Now I can't actually see here because there's no player and they don't have any radar, but okay, we'll come back to that. So they have 1,200 extra from that one. He just put like 2,000 in a box. Yeah, because these have produced a lot. And his plan is to hold out for as long as they can before dumping all accumulated science. I'm guessing they are saving up the blue science in such numbers so that they will feed when they can push the other team to 100% Evo. I don't think there's any point for Team South to feed before that. Because, like, if they feed before, they will just give North time to build defenses. They want to shock them and, like, have them unprepared. Like, they're trying to defend because they know it's coming. So they're trying to set up landmines. They're trying to just fortify things here. But will it be enough? I don't know. I feel like their wall is not as strong, and it's like I'm a bit scared for this outer base because biters can just come here and destroy this. I don't know. Landmines are very OP. Have you played biter battles? Landmines have a 75% damage nerf in biter battles now. So basically they're only good at stun locking things. But yeah, if you set up this, they will stun lock. Oh no, it's actually root. It's not a stun lock, it's a root effect. And then the people will can go here and use the poison capsules on them. So that's the usefulness of the landmines. If you have landmines close to the flamethrowers will pretty much destroy them. But yeah, landmines can mean that you can use poison capsules. Because yeah, the important thing is the stun. But they are recognizing this, that this thing is very strong, and Theory is setting up something similar to what Pitt had done on South. Because they have no like defensive perimeter whatsoever. And they need it. They need some secure walls, and they need some bots replacing walls. So yeah. No, the last time Nephrons played anti, landmines damage was still nerfed. It's still nerfed 75%. But what they did there was that they did use poison capsule and use the landmines for the route. Is no one at the science build? I want to see how much science they produced. Can we see here? Go pick up the science. No, where is it? Over here. So this is just producing some laser turrets for the discharge defense. And like personal solar panels and stuff you need for powering it. Okay, macros is here now. So this is not working whatsoever. This is not working at all either. They just placed it, but they haven't connected anything. Macros is connecting, I guess, some type of iron from somewhere to do that. This build produced 17, this 67. So let's say that's 100. This is... Alright, so say 100 on those as well. Wait, these are much larger, right? Because this is a different build that makes bots as well. Okay, I didn't consider this. There's twice as many blue science assembly machines as in these ones. Okay. You have to actually count them and figure out how much science they have. Marcus is going for the longest distance covered ever. Yeah, I mean, belting coal from over here, going all the way over there, and back here. That's pretty amazing. Xenozyber setting up landmines in front. Okay, I'm not sure why you're doing that, but sure. Can you see their production stats to see how many science produced? No, I cannot see the stats. I can see how much they have fed. Random Dude has made some sort of thing that could see some production stats, but that has not been merged into the scenario, so no deal there. North has in total fed 4,800 purple science, which basically pushed south to 111% Evo. So these behemoths now revive like a third of the time-ish, and they deal 10% more damage. It's a bit more than every third actually. So well, half of them are killed, but then half of them are still alive again. They are getting pretty far. And they're killing bots. Mutation of blue versus purple is blue one is 212, purple is 1008. 212 versus 1008. But yeah, these flamethrowers with refined flammables 3 and light oil, they burn behemoths. They actually do. Feed incoming? Is Phoenix picking up? Or you mean anti-elites? Okay, he has 14,000. How is that possible? How many is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20. Okay, it's 20 of these. So that's 2,000. This is 4,000. 6, 8. Oh, okay. It's products finished, and you get actually 3 out of these. Never mind. I can't check from products finished. So yeah, he has 13,000, something like that. What a noob mistake. You get 3 for each finished product. Ugh. Oh well. But their oil, though, is on the low side. It's still working, I think. No. It's running low. So this is low on oil. And they, like, South has connected this oil, this oil, this oil. The only oil left is this one on the far left, which is like really far away, and this one, which is close to the biters. The one close to the biters has like 2,000%, so this is one you want to go for. He has 15,000. Yeah, that should... 15,000 blue is about 3,000 purple. Wow. Yeah, so it's still half of what North has sent already. But we know that... Oh, they did actually send this. So, yeah, it is enough for 100% Evo. It is enough for 100% Evo if South feeds now. Oh, where are they going? I don't know. But if South feeds now, North will be on 100% Evo. So, is North ready to defend that? I don't know. They have some landmines here. They have some flamethrowers. They're working on the same type of defense as South is. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like they have a weak defense on the sides. They were scouting the nest to find where they were in the cycle. What? Like this feed here is 1,200 every 10 minutes. That's like half Evo per minute. There we go, 16,000. 52,000 threat. Oh, my poor computer. That's 45% Evo, 48,000 threat. So, 102% Evo. I can't watch this. I need to go away from there. Actually, the problem was the 50,000 threat on North. Oh no, 4 FPS. So, this is actually getting pretty far now. Because now we're at 119% Evo on South. So, soon pretty much every biter will revive once when they die. And Okay, suddenly we're back up to 60 FPS again. Sure, I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain about that. They have 300 bots left here. These behemoths, they pushed pretty hard, actually. Peter was killed? Oh, he died by a spit there. Oh no, not again. Server busy spawning behemoths? Yeah, probably. Probably. So north, they will have their first attacks incoming soon. So let's check the cheat thing. They haven't actually spawned yet, so these were previous. So the first waves haven't spawned on north. This was an old thing, which apparently was slow. But like, they have 55,000 threat. That's a lot of biters. And they're at 100% Evo. So, yeah, they're just instantly spawned. So the way this thing works is that it will grab biters like this from the nests into groups. But if there's no biters to be found, they will just instantly spawn them out of nowhere. Which is what happened here. So now we have groups here instantly spawning. They get attacks from 6 or 7 groups. This looks like 6 groups, where like several of them just instantly spawned out of nowhere. So they have 55,000 threat to handle with slowdown capsule. I don't know how that works. Is it the same AoE effect as poison capsule, or what is this? Oh, look at this. Theory's poor computer. He's just warping back and forwards. That's why they need to automate defense. Yeah, no biters go around, they all go middle. Well, these go down here. So that's scary. Xenocyber is heading over there to try to do something. I don't know about these slowdown capsules. I feel like you just want to spam poison capsules there, don't you? And landmines. Theory was actually killed because insane lag. Because his poor computer can't handle this. I can't believe mine is back up to 60 FPS. It's so weird. Meanwhile, South is doing fine. Phoenix is... okay, they have bots replacing landmines. Sure. But there are a couple of behemoths here that broke through. Just some landmines and poison capsules, we'll call them. So this was the first wave. 20,000 threat was dealt with there. So the second wave would just be as big as the first one. Slow capsules are great, not here though. Really? I didn't feel like they did anything. I don't know. New tactic, bog down enemy teams so they can't do stuff manually. This only works like in the beginning though. Later on, the threat that you generate from feeding is getting lower all the time. So if we check here, this isn't really a good example. This one, they fed 960 purple there. That was 13,000 threat. They fed 1,000 purple there. That was 12,000 threat. So they fed more, but it spawned less threat. So it keeps getting lower the higher up you go on Evo. So the instant threat will be lower. But of course the passive feed will keep increasing, so... so do they have any damage here? Theory is spamming poison capsules. I'm down to very low FPS again. These things should be dying, I think, from poison capsules. My poor computer. Anta thinks they will lose because they don't have high tier blueprints if North manage to defend this attack. Yeah. I think North will manage to defend this attack. They have all 3 players here, just working on defense. Slow capsule does nothing when the biters are being pinned by landmines. Whoops. Oh, look at this. A group that spawned like on the far outside, so it also has small biters. Well, that's cute. Somehow the small biters die instantly. Oof. Yeah, so they pretty much go through there. But bots are replacing, they need more roboports, I guess. They're spamming so many poison capsules. This is no, there's no oil here? What's with the oil? There's no light oil? There's no light oil in the system. Because they don't have a pump making sure that there's enough. Theory was killed? By one biter? How did that happen? It looks like it was split, I don't know. So, new wave is just arriving here. They only have 20,000 threat now instead of 55, compared to South's 8,000, which means that they will probably get like 5 groups instead of 6 this time. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So that's one group less, and the groups were also a bit smaller. But landmine defense and poison capsule spam. It works right now, but if they had 120% evo, so all these biters would revive, that would be very difficult. Because this is barely like holding on as it is. They're getting really far. They need to be like interrupted somehow. They're just munching through the walls extremely quick. Okay, so the bots are actually distracting them. Are the bots so quick that the biters aren't really killing them? I'm not sure what's going on there. That wall is butter, yeah. So, did they actually manage to finish this? No, not really. Bots MVP. This match. The bots are just replacing landmines and everything. They have 400 bots, and yeah, so they did put down another roboport there because they need recharging. There's 400 bots in this robo network. If threat equalizes, who will last longer? Well, we already established that North has way more science production in their purple science than South has in their blue. So, because every purple is roughly equal to 5 blue. So this basically means that this is worth 30, yeah, well above 30,000 blue science. And South managed to feed 18,000-ish. So, purple, North will always be ahead of South in this, like, unless South changes anything. They are struggling with defense now. They are keeping it together, just barely. Like, I mean, it's so close that these biters would actually break through and destroy this little outpost, so they have to fall back to this one. Like, after that, there's not much left. But for now, they're holding on. There's so many corpses here. Oh my god. There's some... Okay, they used some sort of command to clear the corpses. But yeah, now there's landmines. South is still building, North is only defending. Oh, hello, by the way, Snotchy. Yeah, Macros is expanding iron here. But the thing is, South is out of oil. It's like, there's no oil here. This whole thing has stopped. This one is still working, but this one has stopped because there's no oil. This thing is still working. There's 800 bots in the network here. So as soon as the biters destroy wall, the bots will go out and replace it. Pitta is there with poison capsules to help kill these. So South's defense is holding on fine. Works great actually. So I'm a bit concerned here because, like, the team I'm playing on, Comfy Industries, will face the winner of this match in the finals next weekend. We hope that it will be next weekend anyway. So whichever team wins here will end up in the final against the team I'm playing on. So if like they get good practice with this thing, it's gonna be hard to finish them off endgame. The turrets get enough oil. South, no, they're low on. Wow, they're low on light oil on south, and I think it was the same on north. Yeah, they haven't addressed that. They just need one pump here, pumping out the light oil instead of having it go elsewhere. So both teams are very low on light oil at the moment. I mean, there's still some, just not a lot. And for the actual science builds, this one still has resources. This one is working very seldom. There's not enough oil. This thing started at 850% oil or something. Now it's down to 624. How's the defense doing? That's fine. Would going for a rocket be viable against the gate wall? I think so. If you manage to keep this game going for this long, we are now 3.5 hours in. We have 102% Evo. Like, the science fed right now is 6,000 purple-ish. Had you produced yellow science for like half of this and so on, you could have researched white science by now. So, like, if you plan for it, you can probably get a rocket up while the other team managed to push you to like 130% Evo or something like that. I think that's reasonable. So if you actually plan defense so you can survive 130% Evo, then you can send rocket on the other team. Preferably a bit higher than 130%, so you have some more actually. Some leeway there. But yeah, for sure. South could, if they wanted, do this defense. Just do some small blueprint for blue blueprint for research. Do some purple for research. Do some yellow for research, and then go for rockets. Because every rocket you manage to send is like pretty much 28% Evo or something. So, yeah. Artillery direct attack directly. If you don't know, this is Biter Battles. The info of Biter Battles is that it should say somewhere here, but artillery and nukes are disabled. So you cannot make nukes, you cannot make artillery. So no. They thought of that. That would make things very unbalanced. Or cheesy, I don't know. So this is scary, and there's no oil here. I think Peter sees that these flamethrowers have no oil, and they're going like, oh my god, we have no oil. Fix it. They need to fire. Discharge defense, knocking them back. How many purple is one rocket? So one purple is about 1,000 mutagen. Uh-oh. Three died. One white science is about 5,000. So, like, yeah, 1,000 white science would be 5,000 purple. So white science is amazing. It's so efficient. They just realized they're out of oil. It's like, oh shit, we need fuel here. So who will fix that then? South is kind of panicking. Well, they realize oil is a problem. Yeah. Oh my god, Macros found more oil. I mean, he's off making another power plant, but he has actually found more oil though. He's doing some oil stuff to the left science build. Okay, yeah, so he's pumping light oil down to the wall, I think. So this goes there, and there's no other output of light oil. It goes up here. It goes. Oh no, that stops there. Okay, so our lasers disabled. Lasers are enabled, but teams haven't chosen to build them. They think that they use too much power at the moment. And this map was pretty unique because there's really not a lot of coal. There was like one coal patch there, one there, and one down there. And that's it. There's like nothing on the left side. And there's honestly very little oil compared to a normal map as well. I mean, there is oil, it's just it's far away. But like, usually you have more coal available, so you can make more power plants like this. And when you have more power plants, you can make laser turrets. But here, not really. I still think that researching nuclear power and going for nuclear here would be a great idea. Because they have uranium here. They could set up a nuclear power plant like over here somewhere if they just clear the trees. And that would sort their power problems. They just don't like to research into upgrades. Can you check the pipe throughput for oil? There's none visible here. There's some. Like yeah. I think they need pumps. I don't think. I mean, it's just the thing that it's the pipe is full here, and then over here it's like empty. I think that if they had pumps pushing things through, I think they would have a bit more. So Pitta has to basically be here the entire time and use this torch defense and just make sure nothing is messing things up. He's saying someone fight up the pipes? No, I don't think so. I think the pipes are fine. I just think that the distance is making it so 70, 58. And then suddenly over here, you have 12. I think the pipes are fine. I just think they need pumps. Ooh, there we go. So this was like 1900 purple feed, which is 10% Evo, 11% Evo even. Onto south, and like 25,000 threat almost. Or 23 or something. Wait, what? What's with the oil? There is not really much light oil here. So all these have very low light oil. Yeah, you see, it fills up like one by one here. So when that one's full, it goes to like the next one. Not sure where it is now. So there is some light oil, it's filling up, but it's pretty slow. And I don't know if you can afford having slow refill of light oil when you have this amount of biters coming in. So this is a tough attack now on Team South. And if we just hover over one flamethrower, we see that it has like 90% light oil. 80%, it's just going down. Oh jeez, 4 FPS. The whole right side is out of oil. And I went to check the crude pipeline, but it's working. They just need pumps to push it through, I think. 50 light oil in this one. So Pitta, I wonder if he also has like 3 FPS just like I do, or if he has a better computer than me. But like they are through here. He's trying to knock them back. They need bots to replace walls. But the walls were... The chests were like really far away. Oh dear. Yeah, Pitta got killed. Oof. Pay to win confirmed. Have a good computer, then you can survive longer. I don't know. Yeah, you say this is GG, but I'm not so sure. Suddenly, back up to 60 FPS. Like, why is that? Why does this happen? Why is it slowing down so much that... Okay, never mind. Why does it do this? Is this a scenario thing? The script is derping around in the background. Poison clouds are slow? What do you mean? Oh dear. If the bots can replace the wall, and they can clear this off and get the defense up running again before the next wave. Oh no, there's a leak on the west side as well. Anti-elite was killed there. Oof. Yeah, I mean, it's rough at 133% Evo. Because even if you kill a behemoth, it suddenly revives and has full health again. And if you kill it again, it has a chance to revive again. Yeah, they need to clear these off right now, because they're just killing off flamethrower after flamethrower. This is very tough. And the next wave is arriving, and Phoenix fed some more as well. North defenses, it's holding fine. They're just spamming landmines. They just have 103% Evo compared to 130 on South. I don't know if South has anything to feed, really. Maybe 700 there. I don't know how much they have there, but they're pretty like panicked on defense right now. Killed myself with poison because I forgot it was deadly. What? Can you take damage yourself while standing in poison? You forgot poison was deadly? You don't take damage in poison clouds, do you? Oh, Pitta was killed. Anti-elite was killed. He was killed by one behemoth. How are they gonna deal with this then? I guess they can't. Yeah, this seems pretty overrun. So, yeah. What, he stood in poison again? There's no friendly fire in the poison, is there? Is there? Okay, maybe there is. I don't know. But yeah, this looks rough for South. Again, North doesn't have the greatest defense. They just have some landmines, some flamethrowers here. It's not a lot. Had North had the same Evo as South has, North would be royally screwed. No chance whatsoever. Even with all the landmines, even with all of them standing there with spamming poison capsules, they wouldn't manage it. So they need some sort of defense like this. The thing is, the whole defense is destroyed, and there's still a lot of behemoth biters here. There's game of storing and sending for shock defense. I'm not so sure. I don't know. I feel like just keeping feeding to keep the pressure up and to increase the passive feed by having higher Evo is pretty good. But of course, if you like get into the numbers, like 12,000 blue signs, yeah, of course it's going to have a massive impact on the threat. It really will. Still first team to survive until 135%. Yeah, yeah. In 3v3 tournament and hard, for sure. We are 3 hours and 45 minutes in. They surrender. Why would you surrender like 20 seconds before behemoths destroy a silo? Oh well, GG. GG. Yeah, they ran out of oil. That hurt them a lot. They only had one player, Pitta, defending with the discharge defense. And I think if they had oil, if they were a bit more point there with the defense, because when Pitta died, there was no oil killing the stuff, and there was no one knocking them back there. So it was like a crucial moment there that they could have held if they had oil and had another player defending. But like, yeah, I mean, it's insanely difficult. 135% Evo. Everybody has like 1.5 guaranteed life extra. And they do 120 damage instead of 90 on each hit. So yeah. Best defense is what? A strong defense is a good offense. Or rather, a good offensive is a strong defense. Like the purple builds. Oh, they even set up another one. GG again. Congratulations, Steelaxe Ultimate. Pretty interesting match. Like the blue sign spam here. It apparently didn't turn out to be a good idea. Because due to the map, there was not enough oil, it was very far away. Had the resources been closer, I think the blue sign spam would have been more viable. But just on this particular map, when there was so little oil, there was so little coal, you had to optimize things. And I think on the left here, where there was lots of iron, the purple signs made sense. So, pretty interesting to see the first outpost in by the battles in the tournament, but North did it. They managed to win. Within minutes of the other long game. That one lost almost 4 hours as well. But yeah, this was this. So what actually happened in the bracket here then? So now it's going to be very light again. So, bracket. I'll do full screen. Yeah, so this was this match, which means that Steelaxe Ultimate goes back up here. Steelaxe Prime. So they lost their first match against Steelaxe Ultimate. Steelaxe Prime then went into the losers bracket. They lost against. They won against Green Signs. They won against Steelaxe Supreme. They won against Baguettes, and they made this. They made this far back up to Steelaxe Ultimate again, and they lost against it out of the tournament, which means that Steelaxe Prime ended up third in this tournament. So Steelaxe Ultimate, they won against Steelaxe Prime. They won against That's a Paddlin'. They lost against Comfy, that's the team I'm playing on. But then they won against Prime again. So they're actually back up here now and will play in the finals against the winner of this match, which was, yeah, Comfy. So we'll have a rematch of Comfy Industries versus Steelaxe Ultimate. This is next weekend, sometime, I hope. So this will be the final match in this tournament. This document, if you're interested, you can check it out on the Comfy Discord. There's like an announcement channel there for Bite Battles, and it's linked there like 500 times, so you can find it there.